Yo, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Yo, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? I don't know what happened. What's good? See you later. Man, what up, Aaron?
Yo,
They said why you gotta hit me and holler at your page.
man, fuck them niggas.
Most what up?
I don't care about nobody.
What you think about the Lakers?
Man, we fought back pretty good. We just couldn't hold on to it.
Turnovers at the end killed us.
Yeah, we fought.
I,
I'm saying
I,
we fought good though.
I thought we was gonna come back and win that.
What up, Kareem? What up, Aaron?
What up,
Pain,
folks?
good pain.
That's my dog, man. Me and him, I was supposed to chop it up with him the other day. That was my fault. I had to work.
Oh, pain.
Yeah, I was supposed to chop it up with him the other day.
What pain from your hood?
Nah, he a friend of mine. I'm supposed to chop it up. We supposed to talk about some shit.
Oh,
Nah, Kareem, I'm from B-More. I'm from B-More.
Oh, B-More. Okay. B-More's in the building.
L time, we from that boot out here. You
From the west side or east side?
We from the
Shit,
boot.
I had to move that from there though, cause niggas get active
Hey,
down there.
hey, you see what my shit say? Hey, Pang, you see what my shit say?
Somebody,
That's
Yeah,
real.
look at my son. Look at what my name say. 2 words after this.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Most
Hey,
said
Kareem.
what's up, Aaron?
Huh?
Most said what's up.
What's up, Most? Hey, Kareem, you see my stuff? Look at my name though. Look what I got under my name right there.
Yeah, I see your name, man.
2 words after this.
Balls game.
Ball game.
You love Hitman Holler, bro?
Yeah.
Nigga trash, man.
Man, stop hating, bro.
Lakers suck, man.
No, they
Lakers,
don't.
yo,
No, we
yo,
don't. We just didn't fight back at the end right there. We do nuts.
yo. Our starting lineup should be Dwight, Stanley,
No, the white didn't even want
LeBron.
to
Let
grab
me
no
finish.
damn
Let me finish.
rebounds.
Dwight, Stanley, LeBron, Malik, and Russ.
Nah,
Malik
and
got it.
Russ got to come off the bench.
Bro, I'm cutting Malik,
That
bro.
Russ
After
not
what the
gonna
hell
come
he
off the
did,
bench, bro. That's never gonna happen. They never gonna do that. As
I'm
long as
cutting Malik after that shit.
Russ not about to bench. I mean, Vogel not about to bench Russ.
I'm cutting Malik after that shit he did tonight.
Keep him Malik.
No, hell no. Not after
And that's
that.
what,
Not
yo.
after that
That's
shit.
Most Dwight is the only option we got because this small ball is not working. Defensively, we getting our asses handed to us too easily.
That Jeremy Grant offer, they should have took that and left it at that.
Nah, I think the Pistons might have rejected that shit.
Man, I'm telling you, dog.
Who said they
Yeah,
would
because
cut?
Grant, he said he want to be a main focus of the offense.
Wait, somebody said they would cut Malik Monk. Or is this nigga just hearing shit? Maybe he just hearing shit. What is you talking about?
Let's see.
Malik lost his rhythm, man. Cause Vogel took his ass out the starting lineup.
Yeah, he did. Like he was quick.
Miami played good though. They had more defense. They had more defense than we did.
Of course they did,
Hey
cause
yo, what's good,
Miami is a
Aaron?
better
Hey, what's
coach.
good,
What up?
panel?
What up?
Nah, man, I'm just cooling, man. Hey, man, hey, bro. To be honest, Frank Vogel has to go, man. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bro.
We already said that. We been
I
said
fucking
that.
get, yeah, man. I'm just like the fed up with shit too, and I just don't know. We can't rely on just fucking playing small ball the whole time, man.
So who
Like,
y'all
we
think
need
I?
bigs out there.
So I'm gonna ask this: who y'all think our coach will be?
I mean, like, is the Terry Stotts on the market? Is a guy like Terry
Uh,
Stotts on the market right now, or no?
I don't know.
I haven't heard shit about Terry Stotts, so I'm thinking yes. But
Man,
this
hey
is
man,
Terry,
real
you
This is
saying
real
Terry
unpopular.
Stouts?
This is
yeah,
real. I
Who
would
he coach
choose
for?
Mark Jackson over
he used
Terry
to go for
Stotts.
like the I think he used to coach for Portland.
Oh, okay.
The yeah the yeah, but I mean, hey man, the Miami's a good team though. I got mid though. They play like just fucking good team basketball. They're like a great defensive team and
I
stuff.
want hold on, boss. I'm not saying like cut. I'm saying like
They still trash. We still going to the final.
I'm still in on Mark Jackson, man.
Nah, but
no,
the problem.
hell no,
Oh no,
hell.
I
We
think
don't
Wait,
want that.
why
No,
not? Why not, Aaron? Do you
he's a
even know
hell,
why you
blacklisted
don't
by the
want Mark
NBA.
hell
I think, brother.
no,
Hey
no.
my man, I think he's the blacklisted
Yeah, he
He
is.
too
for
damn
saying some stuff
spiritual.
about.
Don't nobody want no spiritual man on their damn coaching staff. Don't nobody want that.
Yeah, we need
I
like a
don't know what
coach
the
that's
fuck
like
you
an
talking
asshole,
about,
honestly,
man.
man. Like this dude
Don't
Frank
nobody
Vogel
want to hear all
sucks.
that spiritual shit. Don't nobody want to hear that.
Cause
Well,
hey, he's so Illuminati. He's like spiritual soul, you know. Like I don't know if you guys watch, fucking that's so Illuminati. Yeah, but yeah, we
right.
don't need another. We don't need another those spiritual dudes.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
If
man, I
done.
we
just
if
don't know at
if
this
we
point, man.
being honest, I feel like that whole DNA makeup of that Warriors team has Mark Jackson all over it. I still say that.
Brian played better than Brian played better in Miami than he did in
I don't.
Yeah, they probably got a better.
what you call
Mark Jackson should have a job. No reason why he shouldn't have a job, yo.
no Mark Jackson shouldn't.
Well, one thing, Carmelo
Aaron, you
Anthony got
don't
to
know
go.
shit, man.
Melo got to go. They need to be the first motherfucker.
No,
Melo
he's
should
not.
not be
Come
on the
on, Grant,
floor.
stop doing
Yeah,
Man,
that.
that nigga Melo horrible, bro.
I don't get why
Oh
Vogel
my
leaving him on the
god.
floor like that for so long.
Melo
yeah,
is
Hey
not
yo,
supposed to be
Stotts is a
playing no
mediocre
35
coach.
minutes a game,
How
bro.
he
yo,
horrible when he got us back in the game that last quarter.
hey yo, D
If
Bonner.
Melo ain't shooting threes, he ain't defending no fucking body.
Hey yo, D
But
Bonner.
how we got back in that last quarter though?
What the fuck is that, bro?
Not Melo.
Who got us back in it?
Not Melo.
Hey yo, D
Who was
Bonner.
it?
Honestly, it was Miami missing shots. They
No, but I'm
wasn't
saying
shooting.
who got us back in the game though?
Yeah.
The
Hey yo,
last
D
Who got
quarter.
Bonner.
us back in the game, nigga?
Who?
Hey yo, salute Baller Slice.
Melo's
LeBron dropped
very
11 points in the
ineffective.
fourth quarter. And I
Hey
think
yo, D
Westbrook dropped
Bonner.
9.
Okay, so who got us back in the fourth quarter then?
We got ourselves
What
back,
what
nigga,
do it matter,
but
bro, if we
Miami
lost? It
started
don't matter if
missing
we lost.
shots.
We was that close to winning
And
that
then for
game.
one thing, I swear to
They
God,
went through a stretch they couldn't make a
Melo act
shot.
like he can't guard the fucking 3-point line for nothing. What the fuck is you playing on the
He
inside
left. I'm gonna say this.
for leaving
The
PJ
worst
Tucker
part.
wide fucking open on the corner? That's his
Yeah,
best
that's
piece.
what I
But
was about to say. Yeah, right.
THT was right there. He should have rotated though.
No, Melo.
He's
That was a
not.
Melo
Melo
guy.
was wrong for
Melo
that.
should have
Melo,
moved. Melo saw
Melo
him wide
sagged off
open.
too far.
that's all
Yeah,
Melo's
Hey
actually
yo,
Melo
D
saw him
Bonner.
wide open.
fake.
Melo shouldn't have closed in on him. Melo should have just stayed right where he was at.
Man. And then Vogel got Melo playing center. Man, Vogel got to go, bro.
Hey yo, D Bonner, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like say, but that whole rotation, that was a messed up rotation tonight.
And they had me thinking Anthony Davis
What's
should have
the
played
name
tonight.
of the
They
cat
knew
that
that man
people
wasn't
on,
playing.
bro?
Yeah, that rotation was fucked up.
I
They
realized
knew
he
AD
be
wasn't
dicking
gonna play. AD
so
was not
hard.
gonna come back against no damn bam.
That rotation was fucked
Hey
up.
yo, Grant.
Then come back against that. Then he win a
I was
championship.
over on Wheezy channel. Every time I bring up a valid point over there, he shuts the podcast down.
Yeah, he don't like it. He don't like debating
He
real
shut
niggas.
that shit down early the other night. I forget what
Yeah,
match.
because when somebody
Yeah,
say
you
something
was
stupid,
you
you
was
shut it
over there
down.
agreeing with them dumbass niggas talking about Stanley Johnson is the answer and
Hell
that
no.
lineup is gonna do something.
Who?
Who he stopped
Who
tonight?
said that?
Who said
Who
that?
did Stanley Johnson stop
Who
tonight?
said that?
Wait, who said that, nigga?
This ain't D Bonner I'm talking to, right?
No.
Nah, nigga, this does.
Yeah, D Bonner. He be in here. He was talking that dumb shit over there.
Stanley Johnson had a couple good games. And that little game when he went on that little offensive run, he'll never do that shit again.
A couple good games.
So what I said over there, Grant, was I don't care. Even in our wins, LeBron playing the 5 and getting that shit is fool's gold. We can't play like
Right.
that on a night and night basis. Even in our wins,
So
it's
I'm
still
gonna
a
ask you
struggle.
this. So I'm gonna ask you this.
Man.
I would give a reason
What up,
to
D?
the Stanley, bro.
This deep on what up?
What up, D? So I'm about to ask
This
you this
deep
question.
honor in here now.
So how
I just
y'all
got
think
in here.
AD
What's
gonna
up?
come back?
Yeah,
How
that's
y'all
deep.
think how y'all think
that
AD gonna
night
come back
you was
as?
disagreeing with me over there on Wheezy channel. And I don't like over there on the panel. It's like you gotta like suck niggas' dick to make a like if you make a valid point that go against what they say, they shut like them niggas is weird. They biased. Like you only could be in one way.
Yeah.
But basically all I was saying was that dumbass Stanley Johnson fucking rotation, that shit ain't gonna work. It was like he didn't play, he didn't get the minutes. He got minutes tonight. That nigga is not a
But
like he ain't no game changer, bro.
but nobody said I know I didn't say he was a game changer. Like that was the only piece that you was gonna put in and that was gonna change the entire game. Of course, it was more pieces than that. However, last game he didn't play. He only played 13 minutes last game.
Okay, he could play 30, 13. That one game versus Utah was a small sample size. Yes, he has been showing effort, but he's not nobody. Huh?
Let me ask everybody on this panel. We go one by one.
I think
when it comes to
Vogel's
Stanley,
fucking up his rhythm.
when it comes to Stanley Johnson, do y'all think that he's actually a force, or not even a force, but he's very good defensively, and he should be out there?
Yes, he should.
Oh, when you bad and nothing's working, of course shit gonna look like he should be out there. Anything with the Lakers that's looking positive, we gonna say 1 week is Austin Reeves, next week is Monk. Like y'all switch up.
It seemed like at this point, every other week, the Lakers got something new they can hold on to.
Exactly.
1 week is Monk, 1 week is Bub, 1 week is this dude.
Yeah.
First it was a reason been playing trash. Now they got another nigga.
I've never been on the Austin Reeves train or Ariza. Ariza needs to lose his minutes. Honestly,
I'm just saying Lakers fans.
And then niggas be talking about Reeves. Reeves ain't gonna never be good because he don't get no solid, consistent minutes.
And then they about
he get close to 25 minutes the other night.
He get close to 20 every game.
He get
almost
25 minutes all the time.
This is what I'm saying though, Kareem. Like over there, I was trying to tell these niggas like, so basically, y'all say Stanley Johnson's good defender, whatever, but like, cause he played that good game versus the Utah big, but tonight he can't do that same shit with Bam. When we play the Suns, he can't do that shit with JaVale and the other and Ayton and them. Like it's certain bigs that's gonna attack him every night. And you don't think niggas watch the Utah game like he ain't gonna play me like that, and that nigga ain't scoring no 14 points on us in the fourth. I was over there telling them that was a fucking miracle. The nigga was like, no, it ain't. LeBron was setting them up. They gotta play that. That's the death lineup. Niggas ended the stream because I said that.
Kareem, what I was saying is, I'm not talking about just the Utah game. I'm talking about overall all the game. This is third 10-day contract, so you got to be doing something right.
He doing something right. He got a third day.
Well, it's easy to say he's doing something right because the Lakers so bad.
2005.
The Lakers so desperate they'll sign anymore.
Anything is a good sign.
Well, Detroit
go off for 20. Kareem,
I'm about to say this.
Hey, I want to hear. I want to hear Kareem take. Kareem, you think Johnson, he's been good, or I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna be a killer offensively, but defensively, don't you think he's pretty good?
He's decent.
He don't move the needle for me. He ain't all that.
So Kareem, his whole point over there. Let me just give it context. His whole point was this: because the Lakers gave effort that night against Utah, right? The whole problem is effort because he's seen LeBron do that game and they held the number one.
Hold on, who take are you explaining right now? Who said this?
This when you came in on an argument late, but this what Weezy was saying. He got mad. Okay. Yeah, he got mad because I said no, it's not just the effort. That effort, they could play that in spurts, but what Stanley Johnson to do that, and he had a miracle. He had a birthday. No, I seen it. Them niggas could do that every fucking night. I seen it. I said, what team have you seen in NBA history where the 5 is 37 years old and he's leading the back line of a defense and still got an average 30. You've never seen it in history. LeBron is great, but you asking him to do something that's never been done.
That
Yeah,
shit
he's
ain't
gonna get
gonna
his
be
points,
able
but
to
LeBron can have
maintain.
50 in these games, and guess what? We'll still lose. When he's the back line
Exactly.
of defense and the 5, we're never gonna win. Because
Exactly.
this was my point, Kareem.
Who you
No
was
matter
arguing with?
what
I
the
was
score
just
is,
saying that
let
shit, bro.
Sacramento be down
Hold
20
up.
Kareem.
You
That
was
small
arguing
ball
with
not
me?
working.
No, let Sacramento, any team we play, let them be down 20.
He
They
talking to
never
Bonner,
feel
Kareem.
like they out of the game. So even if LeBron got
Bonner,
one month
Bonner
going off,
said,
they still feel like they could get in the
Bro, we
game
a
because
fucking
LeBron is the
joke to
5.
these teams,
So
They
bro.
still
Kareem, let
can
me ask you a
attack.
question. So Kareem, let me ask you a
hold
question.
up.
That's the problem.
Hold up. We can't. I agree with him. Can't win at LeBron with the 5. I'm not
Exactly.
saying that.
Hey,
We
I've
getting
been saying
killed
that
on the
since they
book.
moved him to the 5. I don't
With
like LeBron at
LeBron
the
at the
5.
5 and Stanley
Why
Johnson
not?
at the 5, pretty much.
Did you
Stanley
get the order?
LeBron, not just the 5. They
The,
really got Stanley
LeBron only
Johnson
can do that
at
shit
the
against
5
certain
on
teams.
Oh,
defense.
Dwight
yeah,
gotta
true.
put. I'll put Dwight in for like a good 20, 22 minutes a
Yeah,
game,
that'll
bro.
be all.
Wait. So hold
It
on.
ain't just the white.
Honestly,
What I've been
Wait,
saying, Kareem, from the
What I'm
first
hearing right
game,
now.
and I'll
you
give
gotta play
Ariza
the
minutes to
white
Stanley and put
and
Stanley
Jordan.
at
I
the
don't care
4.
what they look like. They points that when we won a chip, it was a balance. JaVale played certain amount of
Mm-hmm.
minutes. The white, you gave them confidence to be balanced. So
It was
if they
dependent on
know
the big
coming
though.
in, they're gonna play 25 minutes a night a piece or 16
Right.
minutes a night. They give you more effort once they know. But if they play like one game and then sitting out 7 games. That's why you have those efforts
That's
from
But
them.
why Kurt
JaVale,
Rambis
Look
said
at
but
that.
fucking
JaVale was
Phoenix, Kareem.
athletic
They
and
put
could
it.
do
They got
more, yo.
beyond built. He's looking like the fucking
He
best
looking
center in the
good.
West.
He
Why can
looking
he be
good.
like?
Let me
Because they
ask you a question.
utilize him.
Let me ask
Yeah,
you a
go ahead.
question.
Yeah.
Why isn't why we got in these closed games and we can't close it out at the end? Like what the hell is going on? Like what is
It's
It
a
was
bigger
never close.
problem, bro.
Nigga, they had to come back when they down like
Not
20.
until the end.
Hold up,
We
you
should have never been in that
loyalty.
fucking
Who you was
position
arguing
anyway.
somebody in another because most
Yeah,
said
bangs in them. I wasn't even arguing. They just talk, and then I say bang. Like they'll make this narrative. You got to be biased and agree. And then I said that's not the issue. Like the issue ain't just like because
AD
his
got
whole
to be at
point
the
is the
5.
Lakers should be given that effort they gave in Utah with Stanley Johnson. They can do
Okay.
that every night on a night to night basis, and all he see is no effort. It looked like that even
so if
tonight.
we
It looked
get
like
let me
no
ask you
effort.
this. I'm gonna ask you this. So we get rid of Russ, then what?
Bro, we was not getting win no damn
Aaron,
like
you
game.
to
got
me the
stupid
Lakers give
points. You just
effort. I just
asking
think
broad shit.
Hey, hey, I think right now, Ariza, Carmelo, people who are park cars out there defensively,
Yes.
cut their minutes, man. They shouldn't be playing.
All right.
Especially
So
Melo.
Kareem,
You ever heard this, fam?
And
You
raise
can't give a you can't
Reeves
say do
minutes.
something, but you don't have a solution.
Start
If
Monkey,
you
man.
say cut their minutes,
Start
what's
And
your
start
alternative?
Stanley.
again.
so
What I'm going
Kareem,
to do is I'm going to start playing Stanley Johnson more.
Yes.
I'm also going to start playing Monk more. At this point, I'm going to even say put Reeves in more
Yes.
because they move defensively. They're not just standing still. That's
They
the
go
issue.
after it, bro.
You got a lot of players. Reeves, Melo, they're blowing by them constantly.
What
And then when
okay,
Melo's not hitting,
you said those 3 more, right? How
I
do they
disagree with you,
shore up
Bonner.
our
you
defense
said what?
of how do they
I
shore up
disagree
our
because they
defense?
played them. How much you want them to play? Reeves and them played 20-something minutes.
They
a
was
game.
getting
How much
killed
you want them to play?
backdoor.
How
No,
much
they
do you
don't.
want?
No,
How
they
much do
don't,
you want
Kareem.
Melo out there
They
playing?
don't get
Reeves just played
consistent minutes from
outside
Vogel,
tonight.
Kareem.
hey
He played
Kareem,
25 minutes the other night.
hey Kareem.
Kareem. Vogel been staggering niggas minutes left and right.
Exactly.
And that's keeping niggas from getting a constant
Hey Kareem.
Rhythm. How,
But
rhythm, bro.
what?
it's even bigger than the minutes. And when y'all say rhythm and the staggering, y'all just thinking offense. He plays the white he sits him out after 5 and he don't play for the rest of the game. That's
They're
bigger than
staggering his
staggering
minutes. He
Like,
should be playing more. I said that.
but you know the
I
weird
just
part
said that
is
shit, too.
when teams come in the scouting report, they're like, woo, they're wiping their head. Now they know they don't have to deal with that presence no more in the game. And you notice it's just open house to the hole for the Lakers. Yeah, it might look like it's that with Dwight in the beginning, but it's harder to go to the hole with him in the game than with him without.
Nah,
You see what I'm saying?
they had to have
Kareem,
Bam take the ball up to keep the white out the
Kareem, let me
paint,
ask
bro.
you something because you said you disagree. You want to keep seeing Ariza and Melo out there
No,
on
Bob.
defense?
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you saying they should increase their minutes. They all
Hey.
playing 20. Reed's playing. If he played 25 minutes, so you want him to play 30.
Bro, he only played
And
9 minutes tonight.
no, I'm saying
Exactly. Are y'all
outside
watching the
tonight.
games,
I
or
said
y'all just looking
outside
at the box
tonight.
score? If y'all watching these games, bro, you can't. There was a back-to-back play where Melo literally was caught with his head turned around. Like, what more are we? If he's not shooting these shots, if he's not making these shots, not shooting them, what do we really need him out there for? Honestly, can somebody tell me that?
You could say increase their minutes, right, fam? But who's that role player for the Heat that went crazy tonight? The light skin boy.
It was
Spanish
honestly
kid.
like 2 or 3 of them almost.
No, what's the
Who's talking
Spanish
about
kid name?
Vincent dude?
The twin.
Vince.
I forget his name. It start with a B.
Cody.
He looked better than all
Cody
our
Martin.
role players
Cody
put
Martin,
together.
yeah.
So it ain't really like increase their minutes. It's just like when you out there, you gotta have value. It's more than just if you increase their minutes. Let's say they score more.
Grant,
That's still not gonna help us defensively, bro.
What? Tell me what value is Melo and Ariza bringing out there? Can somebody tell me that?
Melo is one of the best teams.
Score.
Melo is 4th in the NBA in bench scoring.
But if he not shooting, what the hell is he doing out there?
So what I'm saying is, if it comes to efficiency, if you go by the time he's on the floor versus he's being like his production is maximized with the limited time he's on the floor. As much as you say he don't do defensively, at least he's still producing. He's a consistent producer offensively for
I can't. I don't agree with that. He's not a consistent.
Melo plays trash on the road. We know that.
Even when Melo playing bad, he still hits timely threes and crucial points.
I haven't seen that the last few games.
He hit a few tonight on that comeback. You ain't watching it?
That was pushed by Westbrook and Brian and Bradley. That comeback, if we're being honest,
bro.
I'm just saying he hit a couple threes in that run.
We need timely stops,
and
I feel like
and you know what else Melo do? Melo stretches the floor, so you see how people close out the Melo when they swung to him. They like double. Melo gets a double team on certain nights in the post. Like none of them other people demand that attention on our team.
One thing Melo need to learn how to do is fucking pass, because he don't pass for shit.
No, I like Melo. He got to stay aggressive.
But he scored.
I like he's solid.
So you like Melo out there? You like us depending on him for stops out there?
I think Melo should start. No, I'm not saying depend on him for stops, but he should start the game.
Shit.
Start? Nah.
Over Bradley? Nah. Okay, you saying nah. What does Bradley do as a starter? He's supposed to be our defense, and he gets kicked. This is what I be telling him, Caruso, Stanley Johnson. Y'all niggas say these people play deep. The niggas they guard still getting 30 and doing whatever they want every night, no matter what team he play. It could be reserve starters, whoever. Like, why is Bradley in over Melo? They both. You saying Melo not playing D? Well, Bradley's our defender, and he's not playing D. So what?
They're not blowing back. Are we watching the same games, y'all? Or are we?
They're not blowing past them. So how we still down 20 points in the first half?
It was honest. If we're being honest, it was a team collectively as a team. We played bad.
All right, so don't single
they
out
were
Melo.
picking it.
I feel like Melo was in too long.
It's every single game that I could pick on Melo, and it's more than enough plays where he's just caught sitting there.
He was in there.
To be honest, our problem is the backline D. So let's say if LeBron guarding Tucker,
perimeter
and
perimeter
they do that switch.
You know what else the problem is, yo? We don't have enough players to like. We don't have enough bodies or defensive bodies to like hide Melo on defense.
It's not even that. Y'all not watching it. It's our scheme, bro. All they do is take LeBron. I said this too, Kareem, on Weezy's. I said, guess what? When AD come back, it's not going to get no better because they do the same thing with AD. They've been doing it all season. When AD played a 5, they pulling him out on a wing. So that's taking him from the back line. So it's no help. So teams, after they beat that first man on the pick and roll, it's just an open layup. Or they getting the offensive rebound. They taking LeBron and AD. So back then when they did that, we had JaVale, we had Dwight. They was the helper. You ever heard of that? Help the helper? We don't have that. When you
But
take
hey,
LeBron out, it's just a
if
free
I'm
agent.
being honest,
I
I
missed you,
understand
I'm
bro.
I
telling you,
understand what we did.
that's our key. If you
I
watch the game
understand what we
closely,
did
that's
in
the
the
problem.
past, but with this group we have now, how do we move forward? How do we bring success moving forward?
You don't.
And honestly, I don't feel like with the certain people that we have out there, they don't play with enough effort for me.
Nah.
I'm telling you what it got to
Man,
be.
the only
The
people that play with
veterans,
effort is like 3 or 4 players, bro. LeBron,
Exactly.
Westbrook,
don't
Monk.
That's
fucking
what I'm
move.
saying.
Hold up. So let me ask y'all this. I want all y'all opinion. When AD come back, which y'all starting five y'all want? Starting with Dez, Legend, Grant, Bonner.
I'll go last, Kareem.
Yo, I'm giving Dwight, AD, Bron, Malik, and Russ a shot just to see how that shit looks.
That's my five. Go ahead, Grant. What you say?
That's my 5 too. I was gonna say that.
Oh, you want Dwight in the starting lineup?
Yep.
What about you, Bonner?
You said our starting fives?
When AD come back, who you want to be the starters? He's supposed to come back Tuesday.
I gotta think on it. Give me a second.
All right, Loyalty, what's yours?
You know mine. Same thing.
Please don't say Melo.
Listen, if y'all asking for Melo, right? Listen.
No, you can say who you want.
Yeah, I'm just saying they go against Melo starting because of defense, but Melo is our best 3-point shooter. I'm gonna just keep it. He is, bro. That's what it is. So we still stretching the floor. I got Melo, LeBron, AD, DeAndre, and Dwight. I'm telling you, we switch everything. We're gonna switch everything because Kareem, when the bigs is in the game, they do that anyway. They exploit our bigs, the bigs on the point. Even when they don't do that, so that little minute they get in or whatever, DeAndre or Dwight, they doing that shit anyway. So just start the game out. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. With that lineup, we gonna get cooked
that
every
other
game.
team gonna have a fucking field day from the
but
perimeter.
guess what, fam? We just was down 20-30 in the first half. Teams are still having a field day.
So you trying to run a Cleveland Cavaliers type of lineup? But them niggas young as fuck.
It ain't even Cleveland Cavaliers. You gotta put LeBron back at the point, bro. I'm telling you, AD playing damn near the 3 anyway. He's not posting up. He's playing. Towns play like the 3, but Towns get big. He get inside points. AD's playing softer than that, so he's damn near playing the wing. He can play the wing.
I think AD got a little too heavy though.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, rebounding, defending. Right? I think we would kill teams, bro. I'm telling you.
Kurt Rambis want the Lakers to go big.
Yeah, it's a reason, bro.
Kurt Rambis got.
I hope they don't hire him as a coach, Kurt Rambis.
Nah, Rambis' coaching record is horrible.
It ain't even about coaching. It's about what he see on the outside looking in. We done tried everything else. Let's try that.
He said he wants the
team gonna have a field day. They already having a field day.
You're the first person I thought of, Loyalty. He said Dwight and Jordan.
It'll be good if we had JaVale. DeAndre Jordan is ass.
DeAndre is not athletic enough.
This what people get fucked up, Kareem. They don't see where the game going. The game is going to positionless basketball. That's why Golden State is the greatest team. It's no more 5 or
the game been there. If we're being honest.
Like with the pick and rolls and just how people playing, like bro, it don't matter. If you are big and you could switch on the point guard and slide
Raymond
defense,
Benjamin.
you good.
I remember that shit. Melo just stood right there and watched this nigga Duncan Robinson snatch that shit up. Like, what are you doing, sir?
Then it was one play where the dude just he set a pick. He just sat there. He didn't even try to fight through it. Over it. I said, "What are we doing?"
Guard you. Yeah, Melo guard you. You gonna drop 30.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm picking on Melo, but I seen defensive breakdowns from everybody out there, even LeBron.
Melo don't even be paying attention on defense, but Melo play defense like he just don't give a fuck.
That sounds like LeBron.
So if Melo don't play, right, who was guarding that wing to start? That Spanish dude. Who started out on him?
Fuck. Damn. What dude?
He scored more than Avery Bradley and Austin Reeves, and they played like they was in. Monk.
And you know another thing,
and he's a nobody.
You know, another thing that I was thinking of while the game was going on, we don't have consistency with the others. And I mean, sadly, Avery Bradley, he turned up in the second half in the fourth quarter, but it's gonna be games where they just give you 0. They give you 3-4 points or whatever.
But don't that have to do with like a consistent rotation though?
Yeah, I mean that comes into play as well. But I just don't know. I don't know, man. 'Cause I don't want to be the type to pick on Vogel. But I don't know, man.
But if it's like when I see how he don't put the right people in the right instances, it make me think he don't know his personnel or some shit. Though.
Just look at the fourth quarter when Ariza was getting cooked and was having turnovers. Why would you leave him in that long?
He was out there getting mauled.
Listen, fam. Golden State is the best small ball team basketball team in the NBA. They go with Draymond for the longest and they're effective. Even they play Kevon Looney and their bigs to give them balance. Got bigger wings. So what makes you think fucking the Lakers could go small for 4 quarters and just play Dwight for 5 minutes?
They got way better.
They got younger wings and they way fucking better.
Yeah, and they're just trying it out. Like, what makes you think that formula is gonna win? Golden State been doing this for years, and they still play their bigs. Even when they had Bogut and all them niggas, they still play their bigs to give them balance. You know what Bogut did in them finals versus LeBron? LeBron thought about going to the hole every time. If you watch them games closely, he thought about it. That's all he there for. And if LeBron come, hard foul. Now you're gonna think
we don't even got the personnel the Warriors got.
That's what matters in basketball, bro.
We got the personnel. We got the great value version.
Not even.
Grant, you wild. We got the White Howard. When he come with energy, we're a different team.
He a foul magnet. Get 5 fouls in the first 10 seconds.
No, but no, he's not. The White plays 5 minutes a game. He played the first quarter and maybe the top of the third.
You know what though? When it comes to the White Howard, Vogel, I don't know what he has against him, but he don't be playing them consistently. Even when that game he had 14 to 14. The next game
against Sac, he didn't play him at all. That made
he realized his positionless basketball a little too much.
And this goes all the way back to the beginning of the season with Frank Vogel, because he used to do it with other players. They'll have a breakout game, and then the next game he wouldn't play them. Yeah. So that's his issue that he has.
Like I watched Rashawn Holmes. He done been out damn near the whole season for Sac. He came back yesterday. I was watching. Like he's back to being a monster. Who he is, because he knows when he come in, he's getting a certain amount of minutes. Again, Kareem, our players still 40 games in. That was another argument on Weez. 40 games. We got a big team. We are who we are. No. People every night we don't know who's gonna play or what what. Like, how did Wayne Ellington get out the lineup and he was on a tear before he went out? He had his big we don't know. It's a mystery.
Because Vogel
you
said,
see what I'm saying?
Gotta try something.
But
that's a problem too.
But this the issue for every mediocre team y'all talking about.
Nah, every mediocre team, most even the garbage's teams, have an identity and know their minutes every night.
Every mediocre team got players in and out the starting line, especially this year with COVID, with these injuries. All these mediocre teams got guys in and out.
I watch OKC every night because I bet on FanDuel. Giddy, they got their Shadris. They trust me. Them people, them dudes play every night, bulk of the minutes. They know the reserves too.
We know who played the minutes on.
So a player like Giddy is not going to play one game and sit out 7 if he have a bad game. You feel what I'm saying? They going to roll with him.
We know who does with the Lakers.
Roll with what they got.
With the Lakers, who doing that?
They roll with their punches.
With the Lakers, who doing that? We seen guys come out there.
Who do it?
I'm talking about which guys we talking about. We talking about DJ. We talking about Bazemore. More play every night.
I can't really hear y'all talking over each other.
Go ahead, most.
No, I said that was the beginning of the season kind of thing.
Most is still going on.
Then you had guys minutes totally stripped.
Nope, still going on.
Now you got guys especially now that they going with this, we gonna start the big man. So we got Dwight Howard in there. We got LeBron playing the minutes. We got Monk minutes is solid. Come out the bench. Carmelo minutes, unless he get hurt, which doesn't happen to Carmelo. That's a few weeks ago. And all them, they stuff is right now. They got a formula for what they running, but they just not good. You can have all the schemes in the world for defense, for offense, but they not. And when they start losing, and when they start falling,
I don't see no formula.
That's the thing. That's where you're getting it wrong. Even through wins and losses, even with these terrible teams you stay, they stick with their guns. Because they working on finding an identity. If you switching up from game to game through wins and losses, you're never gonna get nowhere. Lakers is the only team who's still doing that. 45 games.
It don't even seem like games. They are not. Look at teams decimated by. Look at the New York Knicks. How many guys they have in and out? Oh, this guy gonna start. This guy gonna come in. Guys get hot, then guys get cold. They cut guys minutes. They set what you call on the bench saying he's not gonna play no more this season. They
most I know. I don't know if you watch all the Lakers game or majority of them, but you gotta admit though, if you've been following our season, at least every other game. I'm not gonna say but every other game, man, it's something new out there. At least I don't see no other teams doing it like that. Like it's bad.
Do you see how decimated, like say somebody like the Bulls teams is now? Come on, it ain't y'all just focused on the Lakers.
They play with the FanDuel bets every night. I watch every game,
But loyalty, you got to admit that even, especially through this COVID protocol year, every team like been getting hit with stuff that's out of their.
I understand what you're saying. Most they, but a team ain't gonna do this. Let's say Kobe White or have 19 or 23 for the Bulls. He's not going to be sitting out 4 games. Like, what happened
next
to Wayne
game,
Ellington?
he only get like
ain't nobody on the score 20 and been sat out no 4
games. Wayne Ellington. He sat out since when he scored 19 and they started playing.
You talking about when they was getting blown out by 40 when he scored that in the garbage time?
And
oh my God.
Yo, most if you know anything about basketball, those games lead to other games. That's giving him confidence for next game.
But Lord, you're right. But when they brought him in after that, he wasn't hot.
They didn't bring him in. He didn't play.
He didn't play the next game.
No, they started a reason the next game. They started a reason,
bro.
Yeah, but he's not going to start when he played that in garbage time against garbage players.
But most, he has had more in that one game than Ariza had in 10 games. That's ridiculous. There's no logic there why Ariza should be playing. I don't care what he do
in the finals.
Loyalty. They gave him a shot. They gave him a shot,
bro.
In the beginning of the season, he came out cold as ice. Laker fans asked to put him under the bench.
Wayne Ellington?
Yes.
All right.
So but he just came back from that injury, though.
Hey, yo, fam. So if he came out right cold, right, and then he got hot. Okay, at least he's showing that. What has Ariza shown you to be even playing?
That's reputation, bro. That's strictly reputation.
All right, that's what causes
we talking about.
That's exactly.
But y'all jumping 2 different points.
I'm not jumping. It sounds like it.
First, you start off with no other teams. No other team can get a guy can get hot. Then he don't play the next 4 games, but that's not true. He did come back and play. And he
DC fitted. I said exactly that. I would give Ariza minutes to Stanley Johnson.
Now, and you know, Ariza and Ellington is not playing the same position. I can see if they was playing the same exact position.
It's positionless basketball. He could do the same thing Ariza do. If Ariza in for defense, he's getting killed every night. So I'd rather Wayne Ellington get killed, but at least he's a 3-point threat.
Wayne Ellington not guarding no power forwards. Come on now.
What power forward Ariza guarding?
He go out in their power forward.
Who?
What are you talking about? That's the position they got him out there playing.
What night has he guarded the power forward? And stopped him.
Tonight. He ain't stopping nobody. I said y'all mediocre. Y'all mediocre from top to bottom.
Roll this shit up.
That's my point. Most these people, even like Avery Bradley, You're in for defensive purposes. Ariza, you're in for defensive purposes. If you're not stopping your man and you're off, why are you in the game?
And that's the same thing with Wayne Ellington. He's not stopping nobody.
All right, but Wayne Ellington has showed flashes that he can at least give us 19, 14. Yeah. And what he does is he stretched the ball. He's going to hit a shot. I'm more confident in him hitting shots than any of them.
He can hit shit off the
Then Monk, you going to put Ellington on the bench for Monk?
Bro, come on, man.
Monk more consistent than Ellington.
Off the screen.
Y'all put Russ on the bench.
Moving three.
Put somebody on the bench.
Ellington is like that from outside, bro.
Y'all want to put Monk on the bench?
Y'all might say,
I wouldn't put him on the bench.
No, you putting him a reason on the bench. It's positionless. I don't care. It's 3 guards.
You can say positionless all you want, but that's not what the Lakers running.
I would give him a higher spot in a rotation.
Most they're trying to do it, but it don't work.
No, they want to do that with Braun, somebody versatile. They're not doing that with Wayne Ellington.
They're not with the whole system. That's how they play.
Wayne Ellington can't guard a guard. How he gonna guard a power forward? That's not
you know how they doing it every game because they're putting Stanley Johnson on a big every game. Whenever he come in, no matter what he play, he's playing the 5 because he had a small sample size against Utah playing good. So we're doing it, bro. Trust me.
But Stanley can stand up and play defense better than Ellington.
No, he can't.
He can. I don't know why you keep saying this.
Wait.
He can play better defense than
Stanley Johnson played.
Kareem again. This is what I go off of. All right,
plays way better.
Caruso played way better defense. All right, Caruso don't look no different from our role players this year. Right, he was getting killed just like the role players getting killed this year. All right,
you're wrong.
All right,
you're right, bro. Caruso,
Kareem, I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Cameron Payne came off the bench and had 35 on him. That's more than Caruso
defensively
had.
this season.
That's more than Caruso had the whole Phoenix series. What are you talking about?
Stop it with that nonsense.
No, go look it up.
Caruso is very effective on that.
And most.
I don't know what you're saying.
Niggas is drunk.
What happened with Orlando tonight?
Happened to who?
What happened with Orlando tonight?
Orlando
they beat Chicago.
What happened with them tonight? They beat y'all ass.
Yeah, we decimated now, man. We down 2.
When the Lakers were decimated, it wasn't no problem. No excuse.
How long is Levine out for?
Hey, guess what? We still in 3rd place. Where y'all sitting at, Grant?
Bro, Levine is out.
Grant, where y'all sitting at?
Man, as long as LeBron in the East, y'all sitting
Lonzo is out.
Grant, where y'all sitting at though?
I don't care about the East.
And Caruso is out.
Okay, then, why you bring up the Bulls? Where y'all sitting at? Where y'all sitting at?
Hey, yo, Most, all 3 of them gotta have surgery, right?
Yeah.
Not Levine.
That nigga Grayson Allen need to be suspended for at least 2 months, but that nigga 30 ass.
10 to 15 games I would suspend that little nigga for. 10 or 15 games. At least.
Then he was laughing at this shit.
Yeah,
he was smiling. Yo, he do that shit too often.
He been doing this shit since he was there too.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, you could get on boxing. Here come the link right here.
I don't even give a fuck about this team no more. I'm focused on football. Fuck the Lakers.
Great. I'm
riding with Cincinnati.
I fuck with Brady, but I'm glad he lost.
I'm so happy Brady got put out. I swear to God, that made my night.
Hey,
I don't know how y'all boys play defense better than this person. I don't get it in this new NBA. I don't get it.
It ain't no new NBA. It's the same NBA.
This is a new NBA. I'm trying to tell y'all that.
Like basketball been doing it for what, about 10 years?
No, it's a new NBA. Most
saying that.
Tell you, it's a new
from
NBA.
What? I mean, compared to what? What years you talking about?
Compared to any year.
This year?
Yes.
What's the difference? COVID? The COVID restrictions?
No, it's a big difference.
I'm trying to think what you're talking about.
So this year it's been a big sample size of 2 superstars still can't win you a game. They could both go for 30 and will still lose.
It's a scorer's league for sure.
Because the role players.
What they got to do with the league? I'm not trying to.
I'm gonna keep naming more things. Okay. Free throws, right? This been a big difference in the way people play, go to the hole, everything. Free throws. Your star players not getting to the line more. I can name a lot of them who had their worst seasons. The Damian Lillards, the Hardens. It's a lot that changed around the league. LeBron. It's
The
a lot
Lakers are
that's
horrible
going
at the
on
free throw
with the
line.
free throws.
Man, LeBron got slapped in his face the other day.
That
That
shit might be hurting
Be so
Westbrook too.
horrible
They
at
don't
the
get
free
them
throw
whistles.
line, bro.
Like players, I can see it, fam, are adjusting like on the fly from game, like with the new rules and all that. Like I'm telling you, it's a different game, bro.
That's why Harden had to adjust.
I think they're gonna make more changes this offseason, though. I don't think they done yet.
But I think the problem was the fans was tired and they knew there was bullshit fouls.
Harden.
People were sick
Harden
of it.
Nobody wants to see Harden go to the free throw line 30 times a game.
Yeah, Harden did that. He's the sole reason.
And we seen basketball before where it wasn't
him and Trey Young.
Where you can stop in the middle of the lane, jump into somebody and get these fouls.
Or you get off the pick and roll, have a nigga behind you, and you know.
Steph Curry do that shit too.
Yep, he's all of them. Trey Young, all of them do that.
Trey Young was,
but that shit didn't affect Trey Young. He still got the most points in the NBA right now.
No, yeah, because he's still shooting. I think Dame more issue with Dame is just this issue with his team stuff.
I don't give a fuck. I
think it's the offense though.
I'll get Westbrook up for Dame right now.
Swear to God.
I don't give a fuck if he needs surgery or not. Give me that.
Boy, we trade Westbrook. I'm smoking Westbrook pack all night, boy. I can't wait to that motherfucker.
And I swear to God, Shaq said something to that nigga the last game. He want to hear what he's talking about.
Blew that shit off. You seen it?
Damian Lillard is okay with losing at this point. I was rooting for him at first, but I don't know.
Nigga, Westbrook okay with losing. Westbrook always talking about he conceding and all this shit.
I agree with Bonner.
No,
Westbrook be playing like he taking
Adderall.
Adderalls.
What Damian Lillard would bring to the Lakers, right? You know how Westbrook and LeBron do that 1-2 pick and roll, and Westbrook and AD do it, and the player go underneath all the way to the foul line and don't respect Westbrook. You can't do that to Dame. You got to pick him up at half court. So when LeBron and him do that pick and roll, it's over.
I'm just realistic with that Lillard player, man. He don't want to leave. He want to stay with Portland. Let him stay.
No, but I think they having issues with the team stuff now. It ain't he content on losing. He wanted to win with that team. It's a difference.
I was rooting for him. He came out and said, "We didn't make no moves like this team or whatever in the summer."
Right.
Like,
but at some point, is you accepting mediocrity, bro?
Exactly.
Yeah, he been losing though. They ain't did shit to show that they trying to do something.
He went to the Western Conference Finals a couple seasons ago.
It's the same shit with Bradley Beal though.
They were up every game and
when you get there, when you get into the playoffs, when you fighting, when you losing these close games, these guys, I mean, being a pro athlete, you have to put yourself in the mindset of little delusional to fight these and get these wins. I think that's what he did. But I think this year, he ain't nothing moving. I think this year, everything not in it, he not gonna be there. This was it. When the coach and all that other stuff went on, I think in his mind, but he ain't got no more leverage to get out. Because the media was trying to get him out.
I hated it for Chauncey, yo. When Dame wanted Jason Kidd and Jason Kidd went to the Mavs instead.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I didn't like that for Chauncey, yo.
But also, I think a lot of they're gonna blame it on him. Don't play no good enough D to be no champion like that. I think people love him with them threes and love that shit.
All right, most. Now, see, you say that. What point guard played D? Name 5 of them in the NBA that point guards that play D. That
on his team, he not up to par to win a championship like that with his team. If you gonna go out, if you're gonna go in the off season, right, and turn up and improve all your offense, why can't you turn up and improve your defense? And it's been 10 years.
I'm about to tell you why. Because when your team rely on you to score damn near every basket and leave them, who in the NBA have we seen score like Dame and been a monster on D?
They not relying on him to score every basket. He got a right hand man that scores too.
Well, James Harden don't play defense,
and he ain't no champion.
Shit, James Harden get his teammates involved.
When y'all name me a player who shoot like Dame that you've seen in your career and then scored 50s in the playoffs and hit game winners and had a spot and then play D on the other side like that and win with a team.
I want you to name me when Dame Lillard won a championship. I said,
right.
You want to be a champion.
No, I'm just trying to tell you that's why he can't elevate his D like that.
Look, that's why I said if he wanted to get to the champion, you gotta go there.
But
This
you
man
asking
second best
him to
player,
do
CJ
something you've
McCollum.
never seen in your life.
Yo,
We've
when
seen it
CJ
in our
McCollum
life.
coming
We
back?
seen guys
Who
turn
you
up their
seen?
defense.
Who you seen
I've seen
play
Isaiah Thomas
offense
do
like
it.
him?
Hey, yo, Kareem.
Yo,
I
Yo, you
seen
gotta block this
I
weirdo,
seen
man,
Magic
humble
Johnson do it.
disciple.
I seen
Nah,
Michael Jordan
not a
do it.
point guard
Black
like Dame, bro.
You gotta this nigga in the private chat posting porn links and
You
shit.
seen Kareem with a superstar
Nigga's a
team, bro.
weirdo.
The Lakers was good
oh,
when
I ain't
Magic
looked in the
played.
private chat.
Yeah, they was good, but they wasn't champions.
You love your old school basketball though the most.
No, he said when you but he just said never.
That
Look,
is funny.
Grant, my only point is he said we never seen it done. We seen
I ain't even catch you. I ain't even
You
catch you.
seen
Damian Lillard was cooked.
I'm not happy for old school, but some of us seen it done
You
before. I'm just
seen
saying,
Magic have to play D and offense dominant like that and win without by himself? Win and win.
no, we not talking. Ain't nobody by themselves. Dame Lillard made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Salute.
Damn near by himself. CJ
No, what
was
no damn
okay.
he
He
had
smoked
teams.
it every game though. They had a lead in all 4 games
They
and
had
blowed it.
teammates. Stop it, bro.
His right hand man can drop 20, 30 on you.
He capable of, but he
We've
ain't
seen him do it in the playoffs.
All right. He did it for a whole
I ain't gonna lie,
playoff.
Damian
First,
Lillard ain't never
second,
played.
and third round.
Damian Lillard ain't never played with
All
CJ? Nah.
him do it.
And
all I know is
honestly,
Lillard put Westbrook and Paul George out by himself.
He only got 2 memorable playoff moments though, bro.
I would love to
That's
have
two superstars.
Yeah, and
that
that
nigga
was
second best player fucking McCollum.
Yeah, and that was and
Facts.
that was Portland's best moments. So I don't know what most talk about, but
No, I'm not. See, I'm not shitting on him and trying to take nothing away from. He's a great player.
No, what I'm trying to tell you, most this right hand man that you saying he had, it still took that heroic
all his
effort
life.
for
That's
him
cap.
to beat them. If
McCollum might be a third or fourth on the championship team.
Hey, whole time though, y'all forget how
most if
CJ
if
saved Dame to
McCollum
get
was
them where
doing
they get
so
over.
much, he wouldn't have had to score 51, hit a game winner in triple overtime by himself. Like that was by himself.
Loyalty. We've seen all the champs do that, from LeBron to KD on down.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
CJ saved Dame
did
that year
not.
they played
No,
Denver
we
in that
did
game
not.
6.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You telling me Bron ain't never scored 30, 40, 50?
Yeah, and the years LeBron won, he had the best contributions, brother. And that's my Kareem.
No, but that's
my man.
loyalty. But boy, that's what I'm saying.
And
We
don't say
LeBron,
KD. He had the most help ever in championship.
but loyalty,
He had the most help out of any NBA player ever.
Okay, my point is this: help or not, it take all that to win.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Look,
and I'm saying Dame had to do it on offense.
What did we see? What did we see? Giannis do last year. We see his offense, and we seen one of the best defensive plays in the finals ever.
And what you see from Middleton though?
Huh?
What you see from Middleton and Portis and all these other people?
Dame
Lopez.
That's my point that you made, Loyalty. Even with all them, he still did the extreme to win.
All right, but he had help. Big help.
Niggas love acting like Giannis did this shit by himself.
I'm not saying he did it myself, but he still had to block that shot.
And he had that. And
he had to score 50.
Hey,
and he still had big.
Giannis was pure domination what he did. So you can't.
It was pure
earlier this
domination,
season,
but he still had a lot of help.
But loyalty,
he definitely had help, but you can't. I'm just saying, just to say that all act like he did everything by himself, himself. Of course not. He had a team,
so you
but
think
he led.
you think Dame has it? I mean, he had it harder than Dame. Has it harder than Dame in Milwaukee?
No, loyalty. We not going there. We not saying that.
I'm not comparing that. I was just talking about Giannis' performance. I'm just saying what he did. That was it.
I'm just saying, if you want to be a champion, you got to do something you never did before, or go to a whole nother level.
Yeah, and
you acting like this man playing with a solid team. You act like this man D Rose playing with the 2011 Bulls or something. Them niggas
I think we've seen Dame do that on the level we never seen from a lot of guards in NBA history.
That bubble
we seen Dame turn up. We seen him. We definitely did. But I'm saying, to be a champion,
that's when he reached that next level.
To be a champion, it starts in the front office, from top to bottom. You got to bring the right pieces. You got to build.
Right.
That's why Dame came out and said that in the offseason. We
That's
ain't
right.
making no moves like everybody else. We ain't bring nobody to get
and
better.
that's what I'm saying. And that's what, when we started the thing off, I said that be
said
better
maybe
send him
he
to
step
Philly.
up his defense.
No, I'm saying he got to turn up.
See him in
Everybody got
Philly.
to turn up.
Hey.
Everybody do. From the owners to the GMs to the coaches to everybody. All these championship teams, don't nobody just waltz into a championship team.
Dame let his pride get to the side, man. He got to understand the business.
He'd have a
He got
better
to go
chance if he didn't
somewhere
play
where he got a
hero
chance
ball
to
so
win.
damn much.
Cause Kareem, this is my thing. I
That's true,
respect
Flaw.
players like Dame not going.
Ball is life, yo.
They don't want to
KD was
win.
nuclear,
They
bro.
want to stay
You
in one
wildin'.
place and all this.
So what?
He was what?
But this is my thing.
Oh,
Most
I'm talking to Ball is life.
it's good to stay in one place, but you know how hard it's still hard to win when you go to a destination, so-called super team. It's still hard to win. A lot of stuff still got to fall in place for you. So I don't understand why people was against that. It's still hard to win when you go to a quote-unquote super team or destination where you think you got a good
Right.
team.
It just make you look crazy
Miami.
when your
You
front
see like
office show
Miami
you
lost
every
their
year
first
they
Ball could
ain't
have
trying to
pulled
do
that
shit
shit
for you.
off, though.
In Damien's case, just go to a team that'll give you a fighting chance. That's all I'm
man, come on to the
with a
Lakers, bro.
GM
Come on to
that's
the Lakers.
smart, bro.
And that's also the hard part.
And people say Giannis did it right, but Giannis had Middleton. Middleton was the guy before Giannis, even though Giannis got better than him.
Niggas ain't like
And they brought
Middleton came straight out the
Middleton is not all that, brother. Come on now.
Y'all acting like Middleton ass. Middleton a good ass
Bro,
mid-range
if
shooter.
Middleton folded every year until
Ain't nobody acting like
he
he's ass. He's not ass, but
Bro,
he
if
ain't no.
Middleton did not get it going,
He's not
didn't show
ass,
up
but he
until
ain't no
last year, bro.
Kyrie. He ain't no Clay. He ain't no.
Okay,
he's not on
tell
their
me this.
level, man.
Put
Come on
Middleton
now.
on the Lakers right now. I guarantee it won't be no more talk.
Y'all be killing Middleton because he'll be scoring like 11, 9, 10 points.
Nigga, Middleton good as fuck. What are you talking about? You acting like Middleton.
Hold on.
But he is
Hold on. Middleton
inconsistent, though.
folded
He was
every year except for
inconsistent
last
for a
year,
minute.
bro.
I agree with
We hate
everybody.
inconsistency.
Middle is a
Hold on,
good
one at
player,
a
but
time.
last year he was very inconsistent though. He had some really
Like
good moments.
the year they
He
won the
was.
championship with
He
his
was
Bro,
best.
it was
inconsistent.
games. It was games. Giannis
He
was
didn't.
out in Game 6, Game 5. Middleton carried them. What are you talking
But
about?
But the
those
3
aren't the
years
only
before
games he
that,
played
Middleton
more
wasn't
games
showing up.
than
That was
what
the damn problem.
Giannis was
Yeah,
out.
It was
no,
games
that
last
wasn't
season he
that
wasn't
wasn't the
showing up
problem.
when Giannis was there.
The problem why they lost was because fucking Giannis couldn't do nothing against the wall.
Bro, Giannis was
He couldn't
still
hit
putting
free
up numbers,
throws.
bro. Middleton will
He
score
was still
21
putting up
night,
numbers.
Hold
score
on, y'all
12
talking
next
That's
all
night,
why
this
he
score
was
shit.
losing.
30, then score 15.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Hey,
his numbers go up and
Yo,
down
he
every
hey,
goddamn
Flossie.
The
game.
reason why they
Flossie.
was losing because they didn't have Drew Holiday. They went and they
Middleton
bought Drew
averaged
Holiday.
24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in the fucking
Exactly.
finals. You acting like that man
Career.
ass.
What I'm
Well,
saying is that's
I'm
the
not
only good year
talking
he
about. I'm
had in the
talking about throughout
playoffs.
the entire playoffs.
24,
He was
5, and 6 in the
inconsistent.
finals.
Hey,
What was
That's
his
the
numbers
first
in the?
good playoff series he'd have had that year.
No, and the playoffs when
Grant,
they
what he
lost to
average when he got
Miami, he
swept by
was good. What are you talking about?
what he average when he got swept by the Heat?
Why
Drew
everybody
Go
Holiday
look it up.
averaged
What? No,
17, 6, and 9. Y'all act
And
like
it
this man
ain't
playing with
Drew
bums.
Holiday,
if he
and it
read
ain't Drew
read
Holiday
it
himself,
all.
bro.
Come
It's
on
the
now.
whole
the
team,
lights
bro.
up,
They got
niggas?
shooters.
Yeah,
With
but
shooters,
y'all,
they can't play the
y'all
ball.
act like
Hey,
Milwaukee ain't
Flossie.
go add mad pieces. They got Drew, they got Lopez, they got Bobby Portis, they got
Right.
them shooters. They got a
Yeah,
good team all
So
around.
we're not talking about their team. We talking about the
PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Exactly. We talking about two different things right now.
Yeah,
Y'all.
no.
That's all
If
it
you
is.
talking about Middleton, he's one of the best consistent twos in the NBA.
No.
What?
Yo, that was last
Crazy.
season.
I disagree
That was
with
last
that.
season.
Who's more
Everybody
consistent?
was
No.
speaking
I
on his
watch every fucking game.
inconsistency.
Last year was
Hey,
the fucking
That's
numbers,
bullshit.
bro.
Hey, Flossie, did you watch them throughout the entire playoffs? I'm not just talking about the finals because I
Yeah.
watched them throughout
Yeah, I
the
watched
entire
through, I
playoffs.
watched through the whole thing. What I'm saying is, like,
Yeah,
that
he was
playoff run, he
inconsistent.
was straight. But
He was
all them years
inconsistent.
before, the whole knock on Middleton was he's inconsistent the whole
Yes.
time.
Nah.
That's why
The
people,
knock on
that's why
Giannis
people
was
talk
he didn't
about
have a
so
fucking
much about what he did now. And this the first time he did it.
Middleton was an all-star his whole career. Middleton always put in his, bro.
He was a
Come
fly by
on
night
now.
all-star nigga. Like 1 year he'll be an
Come on.
all-star, the next year he won't be.
Nah. I can't.
You only been on the all-star
I'm
team like
looking at it
twice?
season by season. I'm looking at
What'd you say, Baller's Life?
No, I said I agree. I think what your point was, Middleton was an inconsistent player. 1 minute he would have like 20 points and shoot poorly. Then the next minute he'll step up and score 40. So it's not he's a bad player. He just wasn't consistent that whole playoff run.
Exactly.
When? Which one? Which playoff run, Balls?
Not last year.
Last year.
Last year.
Which one?
But last year he
Why
was
everybody
good.
act like CJ ain't shit?
Against
Neither.
who he wasn't consistent against?
The Nets.
What?
The Hawks. It was some games. It was just throughout the entire playoff.
Y'all do realize Middleton had a bad game 7 until the fourth quarter, right?
Yeah,
He
turned
was
up in the
consistent the whole entire game.
Then that year Kawhi won,
I remember
he
watching
folded that
Tim
whole
Legler break
series.
that shit down about his
Again, I'm not.
inconsistencies.
He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that away from him. He's a solid player. However, he had a lot of.
So what two have you seen and you taken over him?
Okay,
in the playoffs the last 2 years that proved for 2 years they could go to the playoffs and lead.
Okay, are you taking James Harden over him?
James Harden from last year, what he doing? What he do last year?
All right, are you taking Donovan Mitchell over him?
Oh, who?
Donovan Mitchell is a 2 or 1?
He's a 2, right?
Who he the 2 on? You thought he's a 1.
Donovan Mitchell a nut job though. Like he be shooting with ill-advised shit. Trying
I swear to God,
that's
why I can't fuck with the Jazz. Them niggas shoot too many
I'm
threes.
talking about second star.
That's their bread and butter.
You're talking about
star?
Second option.
Yeah. What second star
okay.
you taking over Middleton in the NBA?
AD.
Paul George.
Fuck out of here.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Ball. Like at this point, I ain't taking AD.
Hold on, Kareem. Hold on. They say Middleton inconsistent, but then say they taking Paul George. These niggas have no
Paul George is in the bed every time.
Are you
Hold
kidding?
on. Let's not act like everybody's opinion is erroneous because
I'm not saying erroneous, but they gotta have logic.
He was, bro. It's not no logic to it. It's last year during the playoffs. He stepped up at certain times, but there was other times when he was inconsistent. That has nothing to do with being illogical or anything like that.
So basically, he was more inconsistent than Paul George in the choke versus Denver.
Who said that?
I'm just saying, y'all just said y'all would take Paul George over Middleton.
Last year, Paul George choked versus Denver.
Okay,
whoever said that, y'all
Paul
explain.
George was the 1 then. No Kawhi.
Yeah, he was the number 1 option. He had the coincide with a number.
Exactly. It makes a difference.
Would you take Middleton over CP3?
Hell no.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Not for what CP3 brings to the Hornets.
Yeah.
I mean, brings to Phoenix Suns. What you would have said that in Houston?
Yeah, Houston was up 3-2 until CP3 went down.
Before CP3 got to the Suns, they were saying he was a choke artist and can't get out the playoffs. Stop it.
No,
man.
So wait, you'll take Middleton over CP3?
Was injury prone.
Injury prone, saying all that was
injury prone and a choke artist is not the same thing.
They were saying the same thing since the Clippers, brother. Hornets, they've been following his whole career.
We know why they choked.
And guess what? Loyalty. Guess what the difference is?
And they said he choked. Loyalty against Milwaukee.
Hey, Loyalty. That's the difference. CP3 wasn't playing.
He had Booker getting 50s.
Booker, not Giannis. Booker, not Giannis. And remember, my original point was you got to do different offense and defensive, and Giannis turned up his D. That's the difference.
I understand that, but again,
Booker didn't turn up his D. He turned up his offense, not his D.
Okay, you asking that from Lillard, bro. He's a 6-something.
I don't care. You got to turn up.
Why people act like CJ? Y'all forget that CJ saved Dame in the playoffs.
When we look at Steph's rings that he won, KD was the best player. When we look at Kyrie, LeBron was the best player. So let's not act like these point guards didn't have players better than them.
Huh? You talking to me?
Yeah, I said Steph had KD outside of the 2015 finals he won, but there were injuries and conflicts with that. But KD was better than Steph. LeBron was better than Kyrie. Dame has never had someone better than him.
So you saying that
he ain't gonna win a championship, being the best player on the team?
You said what?
Most
you saying that
the 80s when Isaiah could lead
somebody better than them to win.
This is not the 80s where Isaiah could be the smallest man on the court and be dominant and play with a broken ankle and still win. This is
but the 80s
broken wrist. I thought it was
but loyalty. Y'all say the 80s was the years of the big men.
No, I ain't say it was the big man. I said this game now, you can have Isaiah go off broken ankle, do what he did, but guess what? It ain't gonna be enough.
But loyalty. These
guess what? He gonna have a nigga like Steph. He might outplay Steph. He gonna have his 30. Steph gonna have his 30. Then you gonna have a nigga like Durant.
I can't lie though.
But loyalty,
in the 80 will put out like 140 and 150.
Isaiah Thomas was going against somebody like Magic Johnson.
All right.
So he wasn't going against no bums.
I'm not saying he was going against
Isaiah Thomas,
bums.
when he won his second championship, he was going against like Clyde Drexler and them. And
Yeah, but it was years Golden State was going 11 deep. You got to understand, Golden State has two of the greatest shooters to ever play the game.
It was like 8 Hall of Famers.
But you got to understand that Isaiah Thomas is one of the greatest point guard, and Magic is the greatest point guard.
All right. Steph and Clay is the greatest shooters ever to play in game, and KD is arguably the greatest scorer.
But loyalty,
nobody's beating him.
Not only great players, great decision makers, great clutch players. Steph not in that clutch category.
I don't care. You put Steph and Clay and Durant, ain't none of them 80 teams beating him.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't feel like it's an old team that could fuck with a picture of the Warriors when they had KD at all.
Exactly.
Like at all. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'll tell you why you wrong.
Warriors with KD.
Genie busted.
1 year barely made it to the finals.
When have you ever seen a number 2 player on a team get 61 points with 11 dribbles? Are you fucking kidding? It's a different game, bro.
Who was they playing against when they did that?
I don't care. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter.
Westbrook, who don't know the time of day on defense.
Bro, if you do that in a fucking rec league as a basketball player, that's still
I'm not taking nothing from it. That's great. But you play against dumbass defensive players.
Nah, that was great, most.
I'm not. When you play against dumbass team, dumbass coach,
you can't take
dumbass defensive players.
This nigga crazy, bro.
11 dribbles.
No, but the key word, Ball's life was a number 2 option, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different NBA.
That might have been the best game by a shooter.
And we look at the game, right? We might be like, oh, Jordan had Pippen. We look at the player, their overall body working career. But you know the attention to detail you have. All right, let's say Steph is the Jordan, right? You just worrying about him, he the one. I'm not saying Steph is on Jordan level. Can you imagine what a defense has to think? Damn, this nigga capable of getting 61, 11 dribbles. How do we defend this team? And we not even talking about Iggy and Draymond, Barbosa, all these niggas coming off the bench. They was going 11 deep. It's different, bro. Livingston coming in. He giving you a guaranteed 10 to 15 every time. I don't care who plays him. He's a mismatch in that second unit. Like, come on, bro. It's a different NBA. You got to worry about too many people. I watch it.
But Loyalty, the same way. Did you watch
LeBron average a triple-double versus the niggas play damn near perfect basketball, no turnovers, everything. Bang! Still, you playing against the whole, like, you can't. It's a different type of juggernaut, man.
Did you ever see the Philadelphia 76ers who lost one game in the whole playoff series? Did you ever see the Lakers when they had
what Philly was that?
Did you see LA when they had Dr. J and they had
this was the thing most
but
right?
No, but wait a minute, fam. I'm telling you, we've seen dynasty before, like the Lakers went in 5. Lakers used to get on that court, right? Lakers would get a rebound. When we talk about how that was amazing how 11 dribbles scored 60. I've seen the Lakers.
Yo, listen, Magic Johnson couldn't shoot for shit. He would get exposed in this NBA.
Boy, to listen, he didn't need to shoot. Know why?
He would have to be able to shoot in this new NBA. I bet you that.
Would get a rebound. The ball wouldn't touch the ground. They passed the Magic. Magic get it past layup. They would score about 20 points on you on 2 dribbles the whole team. Lakers fast break was magnificent. I don't know why teams don't run fast breaks no more. It's like every team want to get a rebound.
Can't lie though. 20 fast break points don't mean shit when they hit 10 threes.
No, they score more than that. I'm talking about they scoring 20 points on 3 dribbles.
I'm saying the whole thing about it is though, the whole Warriors team is a mismatch.
No, but but the same thing when the Warriors, if they gonna miss a shot, they gonna break you. They gonna break you down. It's just like them threes demoralize you. They used to use the fast break to demoralize teams, and they was blown out.
Listen, it ain't no more demoralizing teams.
It's a different era.
Everybody's good. Like everybody athletic.
Minutes, bro. Yeah, we're in a different era. These players are a lot better. You know, they're a lot better.
They're not a lot better. What the Warriors doing right now? Players now are not a lot better.
You
They
do
really
realize, hold on, you do realize
That's a lot
people
more
like
skill.
Lee, Jordan Poole, and Peyton came out the G League producing. Stanley Johnson was in
And
the
they-
G League a couple
they
days.
look fucking
This
better
era
than-
definitely has
It's
better,
way
Yeah.
better.
more
I
depth.
feel like
Them niggas.
I feel like old heads be thinking about the star players. When I say the
We
era
do.
better, I'm talking about from the role players on up.
It
Hey,
ain't about
Flossie,
Great
names
players
no
could
more. It ain't
transition
about
to
big
any
names
era,
and shit.
but
But
the
that's what
role
I'm-
players back then, fuck no.
No, Flossie, but that's what I'm talking about. The players are not better now because they don't get that college experience. They don't build their bodies up to have a man body
It
come
don't
in.
matter. The greatest
They
It don't
player
matter,
ever.
bro.
Never,
Guys don't even know how to shoot left-hand
the
layup.
greatest player
But-
ever
but-
never
but
went
But the
to
thing you
college.
ain't think about is some of these high school weight programs are better than the weight programs that people had back in the day.
Exactly.
Nah.
But I
I'm telling
know
you, these
All
kids
right.
got personal trainers at
I
12
think
Nah.
years
some
old.
of these
All
niggas
right,
Bro.
breastfeed,
yo,
bro.
hey, yo,
Nah.
fam, most go to IMG. That shit look better than 90% of the colleges.
No,
No,
but
all right.
we talking about
We
a high
refuse to
school
believe it.
program. When these guys trying to get money, these
From a
coaches,
different
know
era.
how these guys are. But we talking
Yeah,
about
look up IMG. Look at Oak Hill.
I've seen it
Look
already.
at the school Kanye just
We
built.
talking about. But I'm talking about guys who went to college for 3 years, who played under NCAA pressure, who know the fundamentals. So take somebody like Luka, who played pro ball over there. He know the fundamentals. He come over here,
Yes.
killing.
He
Like,
and he
now,
But
a lot
that
of guys
college
don't have
he was
that,
bragging
though, 'cause
about
it's two
easy
completely
it is
different
in the
games, bro.
NBA.
So,
Yeah, but I'm talking. It's
so
a
let me
lot of guys come
ask
into the
this,
league but only playing 1 year in college.
Is LeBron the
Or
exception
G League.
from the rule?
Huh?
Is LeBron the exception of the rule?
Oh, we got
ain't need none of
many
that.
except of the rules. We got
LeBron is the exception.
Moses
He ain't need
Malone.
none of that.
Moses Malone was the first All-Star, came straight from high school.
College was more important back then. It was damn near played the same way back then.
Who you say was?
Kobe did it. I'm saying we definitely got exceptions to the rules. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying as a whole, like he's talking about role players coming in with fundamentals, especially like now's game. The big
Role
man
players back then, they was special.
But think about it. The big man, the post game is totally nothing no more. We lost the whole position now because the post game is absolutely nothing. Don't nobody know how to do. None of our only like.
I'm not gonna say it is nothing, but you dominant.
Huh?
I'm not gonna say it's nothing because you see a nigga like DeAndre Ayton manhandling AD in the playoffs.
See, Cat going crazy, Jokic going crazy.
Jokic is unstoppable.
And you gonna compare that to like Akeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing.
I'm not comparing it to that, but that's like saying Steph Curry and Ron Harper are the same people.
No, but you naming Aiden. Aiden don't have a post game.
It was a big game back
Patrick
then.
Ewing ain't got a fucking jump shot outside 15 feet.
Huh?
A lot of them big men back then couldn't even play today.
Aiden,
but none of these big men now can play yesterday.
How you figure that?
Because they don't have a post game. They don't have no defense.
Crazy. I can
They
name
can't defend the rim.
Maybe Vucevic.
I can name at least 4 to 5.
I said a lot. You just said we talking role players. We're not talking stars because we can interchange stars from every generation. They'll be stars, I think. I'm talking role players.
Horrible back then.
Role player, big man.
Robert Parrish was on that super team and stuff like that. Nigga LeBron.
That wasn't no super team. That was a dynasty, brother.
Yeah, they would get
bro,
right.
like damn near over 60% of their roster in the Hall of Fame. That's a super.
Yeah, because they won. You gonna make it to the Hall when you win. You're not gonna make it when you lose.
Can you imagine Larry Bird?
Anybody in the Hall of Fame, you're a winner.
Imagine Larry Bird guarding LeBron or KD, man.
I imagine LeBron trying to guard Larry Bird. He would kill him.
Yeah, right. He would lock him
LeBron is built like Karl Malone.
Larry Bird is bigger than Bron. He's taller than Bron. And he can shoot.
You said Bird.
LeBron is 6'9", 260.
Larry Bird is 6'10".
And LeBron is faster and
he would kill him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You do know Larry Bird played against big men like Malone. He played against big men like Barkley. He played against.
And don't none of those dudes be like LeBron James.
Karl Malone was about 275, muscle down.
Bird was 220.
Karl Malone has the second most points ever. So don't give me this like he ain't never faced no.
And LeBron about to break
Come on now.
And he can handle the ball. He can shoot threes, all that. So imagine what he would have did the Bird.
Dominique Wilkins too, shoot the ball, shoot the three. Y'all got to stop this notion that we ain't never had no athletic guys back then. Come on, Dominique did right now. Who is y'all Dominique Wilkins right now?
Dominique,
it's role players with Dominique Wilkins type verse.
Who is the human highlight film that's consistently doing this every night?
Nobody cares about
nobody doing what Dominique Wilkins is doing right now.
Derrick Jones Jr. from
Derrick Jones Jr. Dominique Wilkins. Stop it.
Yo, balls like fuck Derrick Jones Jr. Vince Carter was better than fucking Dominique. If we talk about shoot threes, everything. Yeah.
Stop it. And Vince Carter not even like he's not in this generation. How you gonna add him? He's not in this generation.
He was in the generation.
Who is y'all Vince Carter right now?
Ain't nobody
no bro, Zach LaVine is Vince Carter on steroids.
Facts. Thank you, facts.
Zach LaVine ain't accomplished what Vince did yet.
What did Vince Carter accomplish exactly? Besides the dunk contest.
Duncan, that's what y'all talking about. Duncan, being athletic, shooting threes.
He ain't never won.
Like we ain't got feet.
And LaVine ain't won shit.
Exactly. So it's even playing field to me. Zach LaVine is a better shooter.
Huh?
Zach LaVine is a
better three-point shooter.
Yo, a lot of them players wouldn't survive in this new NBA. You see, Draymond good because he got a skill set. But you see,
Draymond?
No, I'm just saying.
Draymond in a perfect situation, bro. If he was anywhere else, he's done.
When he don't attempt you see how Draymond look when he don't attempt a shot. That's how a lot of them old players be looking.
Who?
That's how a lot of them will be looking.
Hey, you know what the funny part about it is, though? They be like, they was rapping like, oh, LeBron was too small. You 6'7", 210, LaMelo Ball.
Huh?
You're literally built like LaMelo Ball guarding centers.
That's facts.
Who that?
Larry Bird.
Dennis.
Larry Bird's slow as shit. He a good scorer, but he ain't stopping the fucking
that nigga Gordon Hayward today.
Y'all funny.
Hold on.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Say this nonsense. This man is a 3-time in a row MVP.
Most offended.
3 years in a row. It's funny because y'all talk basketball, but y'all don't know y'all history.
Most anybody.
I know it, and I seen it. That's why I said Larry ain't never won back to back.
Well,
anybody could have been an MVP in the black and white.
Anybody could have been an MVP in the 80s, Kareem.
Bro, Larry had 7 Hall of Fame teammates.
Anybody could have won 3 MVPs in a row.
There were 8 Hall of Famers on one team.
Anybody, but hey, Ball, how many Hall of Famers before Larry Bird got there? How many was on their way to the Hall before Larry Bird stepped on that court?
Yeah, and they came.
None of them
formed the super team.
None of them. They didn't form a super team. That team had won about 30 games. He stepped on the court. He ran that up to like 60-something games.
That wasn't all the way to the same roster.
He better be happy he was born a little early because if he would have faced a nigga named LeBron James, he would have got.
He would have killed LeBron.
How do you figure that? No, real shit. Like, can you explain that to me?
Okay, let me tell you something y'all about Larry Bird. When Larry Bird came in the league, then they said he a white boy. He's slow. He can't jump. He's not athletic. Right?
He can't jump. He's not. Yeah,
they said all that about him, but guess what he do? He get buckets. He can rebound. He can pass the ball. Good as Bron.
No, fuck he can't.
Yeah, right.
Shoot way better.
No, you better check those percentages before you say that.
No, don't tell me about no percentages. He shoot the ball way better than Bron.
That's efficiency.
He passes the ball better than Bron. Yeah,
no, fuck he don't.
LeBron shooting threes from the logo. He got it. He's still shooting threes at 30.
Larry Bird was shooting threes from the parking lot, my guy.
Right. He was shooting threes from that corner.
Bro, some of his biggest threes are from the fucking corner.
Larry Bird shooting threes from when he wanted to.
He was just in that corner.
Y'all on this weirdness y'all on about Larry Bird. If y'all think it's good, come on now. Larry Bird is
being younger, bro. We don't watch it with nostalgia, bro. We go by what we see, that what we see from over here, and we compare.
Listen, and most
What y'all see from YouTube videos?
Magic was his arch nemesis, right? And Magic.
I'm saying Bird cool, but he ain't all
Look
that.
what LeBron
Like, he all time, but he ain't
Durant.
LeBron.
If Durant is LeBron's villain, right? What was Magic? He was. I'm not saying he was garbage, but he couldn't even fucking shoot. So can you imagine?
Magic
he don't pose the same threat as Durant. Are you kidding me?
Could shoot.
All right, you drunk.
Magic ain't no fucking shooter.
Magic
but he ain't no fucking shooter.
His form
He's not a shooter, but he could shoot the ball.
Yeah,
he right. No liability out
there.
There
ain't no threat.
That was Magic's biggest weapon was his teammates, bro.
And Magic, ain't nobody fucking with Magic on the passer.
Leave that nigga wild.
That's all he got.
Magic clutch. Magic can play
in this day and age. You got average 17.
I mean, I don't know what y'all. All he got is passing. Bro. Are y'all serious?
You can't fuck with a picture of LeBron James, bro.
Y'all on some new. Y'all on some new.
Can you imagine?
Nigga, it ain't new school. You ain't even got to look at the whole career. Just take his best season compared to LeBron's best season.
What?
Magic
just compare their best.
Okay. They
really offended.
Compare their best. Compare the teammates that they had.
It's funny.
Yo, most.
I know how bronsexuals think. It's no offense.
No, I'm not a bronsexual.
I'm talking about.
And I know how young dumb niggas. I mean, young dumb dudes think.
I'm talking about KD. What would he do stand in front of KD?
But Flossie, if you lived it, you seen the game plan. You seen the chat. You seen the.
What would he do against KD?
Though, bro, the film ain't gonna lie. You ain't have to live in.
No, what film are you watching?
I watched the games too.
The feelings ain't got shit to do with it.
No, you say what games are y'all? Are y'all watching highlights? Y'all watching games?
Bro, you go on YouTube right now. They literally have full games.
But you can't tell me you sit here and watch seasons of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird play.
I did.
They got all his best moments on YouTube. Full game. The full game is on the internet, bro.
Yeah, but you ain't watched no full game. No 10 seasons.
Full season. I think Chicago Bulls went to
nigga been watching the reruns.
Stop it.
They got all Magic's quote unquote best games. They got them all on ESPN Classic recorded on fucking YouTube.
But did you watch them all? Did you watch them all, Floss?
Yes.
Does that matter?
You lying. Now you
diehard Laker fan, bro.
Now you gonna lie.
What I gotta lie for?
With that
I don't, because you're trying to say your point. That's why you're lying.
I'm really not.
You don't hear me.
All the Magic. You do not hear me saying that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. That ain't the argument. But you saying LeBron and Magic, that's different.
Exactly. They don't even discuss.
I'm talking about to say that Magic wasn't nothing. All he had was pass.
He was nothing. I said
I feel like if you put Magic Johnson on like a 2007 or 2019 Cleveland Cavaliers team, he wouldn't be the fucking same. He played with Hall of Famers his whole career, so you don't really know how good he would have been.
Exactly.
They really looked up that Kareem got hurt the year before, and they fucking around and
lose his mind.
Exactly.
But Flossie, y'all keep saying that, but
lose his shit at
Flossie. But none of them were. It ain't like he came.
And they lost the mic. And they lost the mic.
You know how. But Flossie, y'all, KD came on the Warriors, who already had won a championship, who already been blowing teams out 160-something games. Magic Johnson didn't step on a team who was winning championships, who had all these Hall of Famers. Only body was Kareem was going for the Hall of Fame. None of them other guys was lit.
Oh,
none of them.
Player of all time.
They was good though.
They wasn't that good.
They was good.
The number one pick.
Loyalty with Kareem, they didn't make the playoffs.
But most
he was hurt the year before.
Can you imagine what Magic? His knees would probably break if he had to stand in front of KD, man.
Boys, stop it. He would have KD.
Magic
would have KD.
I'm not disrespecting him.
Y'all see KD
that nigga
out there,
bro. Kevin Durant is 6'11", bro.
We saw LeBron at his best,
but KD not stopping nobody.
I don't think Magic gonna stay in front.
I ain't say all.
Think about
I ain't say he's stopping nobody, but he can.
All the best scorers. Ain't none of them.
LeBron
a few of them don't stop each other. Man. Most NBA players who like KD or Elijah One, you ain't stopping them. You ain't. Who's stopping Shaq from
in 2017? Nobody in the world could guard that man.
Who's stopping Shaq from scoring? Shaq couldn't even stop Wilt Chamberlain.
Not Kareem. Yeah, right. Shaq would have.
He couldn't because Wilt Chamberlain scored most of his points with a fadeaway shot. That was
I don't care. He would have dogged that boy.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
Who you talking about?
I said stop him.
Shaq and Wilt.
He would have stopped him.
Shit, Wilt wrong, but Shaq too damn dominant.
Shaq couldn't even stop the Bulls when he played one again. He couldn't see. His defense wasn't like that, bro. Shaq didn't have lockdown defense like that.
Man, the only person that Shaq couldn't fuck with was Hakeem, bro.
He couldn't stop Hakeem.
Man, Hakeem, man, that boy looked like a fucking fan, boy. That shit was so crazy.
Them big men ain't have footwork like Hakeem.
Yeah, and
most of them did. Most of them like slew footed in the motherfucker back then.
And that's my point with the offense. They not gonna
stop. Them niggas was like Giannis back then in the day. They was just athletic, running against them white boys.
I don't even know that either because you can't say that because you ain't seen nobody 6'11" that run like Giannis.
Exactly. It was them 6'6" white boys they was playing against.
I don't know, bro. It's tick for tack, low key.
Most don't want to talk about that.
No,
you talking about
the 40s and 50s. Come on now.
No, I ain't talking about the 40s and 50s. Their old heads always be like, "Oh, we played real defense back in our day, but y'all had a hand check and that model was if I can't stop you, I'm gonna knock the fuck out you." That's not defense.
Hey, no, Flossie, I don't bring up hand checking because you know why? Because good players hand checking only work with really good defenders.
They try to hand check AI.
The only thing I was saying about a hand check is if they be like, "Oh, Michael Jordan would stop LeBron because he would have hand checked him. He wouldn't be able to do shit." I'm like, bro, he's built like Karl Malone, moves like Magic Johnson, and he's strong as a fucking ox. If he hand checked somebody back then, don't you think he had the same effect? The same shit that he could do to LeBron could do the same shit to them. And how you think it's gonna turn out?
Though. The players evolved.
Even though Michael
we saw that when AI came to the league. We thought Jordan was this great defender. When AI came to the league, he embarrassed Mike.
Put him on skates.
So we saw how the game.
Get out of here. AI was 6 feet, 150 pounds.
Exactly. And look what he did to Mike.
Kobe put 36 on that nigga top.
Mike been shook before by Isaiah Thomas and other small.
Hell no, not like that.
That wasn't no sign of evolution of basketball.
Yeah, right.
I ain't never seen somebody with a crossover like that.
It wasn't no sign of evolution of basketball.
Yeah, AI bought
you acting like you did it before, Moose.
I did do it before. Did you do it before?
Isaiah crossover wasn't like Tim Hardaway.
We seen Jordan crossover by the killer crossover. Jordan been crossed over, took it to
all that. Had a crossover like that was Tim Hardaway before AI.
Tim Hardaway had the
Tim Hardaway's wasn't that.
His shit wasn't like AI's, boy.
No, AI had the street ball crossover. Tim Hardaway, that killer was crazy.
That shit wasn't no street ball.
No, he had that carry crossover. He lifted his arm high in the air.
That shit wasn't no carry. That shit was dumb. They had to.
They started calling carry on it. He stopped doing it like that.
No, they had to.
Brother, I watched the game. They started calling carry on him.
They had
to the ball out like that. Just like when Skip to the Lou came to the league, he wasn't doing those moves because
it was a difference.
Yeah, the refs was calling carry on that move. Even though it's not a carry, I'm not saying it's a carry. I'm saying they was calling it on him.
Yeah, they made that rule for him for his crossover. But it was too dominant.
But the killer crossover, he did it like about 3-4 different variations. It was different than that, but it was still effective because you blow back.
AI shit was like James Harden, how he do the hook shit, and he was manipulating the game with that crossover, so they had to change it.
Just like Kobe and Jordan would palm that ball when they did their crossover. Ain't no way you get it once they palm it.
Kobe stole AI crossover.
But dude, that was a street ball crossover. AI got it.
Such a student of the game. Yo.
That was and one. Y'all ever heard of and one mixtape years?
Nah, AI was doing that before.
Look up the and one mixtape years.
I know about all that hot sauce.
You said
AI was doing that crossover. AI was doing that crossover in college. Victor Page, all of them.
But the and one years was before AI was in college.
No, it wasn't.
Brother, they've been doing the moves on the street back in the 80s, my brother. Ain't nothing new.
Never seen nobody do it, but his teammate taught him how to do the crossover.
Yeah, he said the guy showed him how to do that in college.
Sham God, all them boys was doing that before the mixtapes came out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying that them moves ain't nothing new to like AI invented these moves.
Nah, no. AI invented his crossover the way it was.
No, he didn't invent
only one who had a crossover that was like.
He didn't invent no crossover.
All right, the one he had.
We never heard about it before.
Who never heard about it? Guys who didn't know basketball never heard of it.
Before Tim
I
Why
Hardaway.
y'all
saw
playing
Isaiah.
Rashford?
Well, we
I
never
saw
seen it
man
in
to
the
go
game
across
before
them
Tim
niggas, man.
Hardaway.
They wasn't
Yeah, I'm
crossing.
saying that other people never seen like say Tim Hardaway. It wasn't called the killer crossover in college. He used to call it the
It was
U-tip,
called the U-cut
two-step.
two-step.
Right.
Yeah.
And so
It wasn't like AI's.
What?
Right. And that's why like you had guys in like certain dunks they was doing. They used to call Houston when they had
Yo, most them niggas had
call them
cone
Star
drill.
Slammer Jammer.
They had
They
cone
never
drill
seen stuff like
and
that in
AI
the
shit was
pros.
different.
But it's like the ABA, like what Dr. Jaden was doing, they brung that flash that the NBA brought out. They brought the dunk contest, the 3-point line. All that was ABA ball.
That nigga Tom at, yo.
Huh?
I just
Yeah,
realized
they
that
brought
nigga
the
Tom
flash
at.
and the pick and roll and the dunk, but the handle AI took it to another level.
But it is AI so fast, you know, he'll hit you with it, but he ain't had to rely on it. Like, so I'm saying AI was much better than a street ball player. They had to rely on that. AI didn't have to rely on that. He can kill you with.
I don't know how people say Russell Westbrook was better than AI. Them niggas crazy.
Never.
Look, they was gonna say Russell Westbrook was better than everybody before this season exposed him. I'm telling you,
he been playing like this. He's just playing in LA.
And not a lot of us knew he playing like this, but a lot of other people they didn't account for it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If they would give us Eric Gordon with John Wall, I'd flip his ass quick.
Hell no.
I definitely would say
it's the same contract, same play style, and you get Eric Gordon on top of it.
So Wall do go down. Eric could run that point.
Aaron, they both injury prone, man. I don't want.
Yeah, Eric Gordon he been injury prone last few years too.
Shit, I'd rather take that risk than Westbrook getting 6-7 fucking turnovers.
Westbrook played good the last 2 games.
He was 9 for 15
he
tonight.
still can't shoot at all. Like that bitch can shoot inside a fucking empty house.
Hey, you think the Lakers would rather have Schroeder now than him if Schroeder didn't act the fool?
I don't fuck with Schroeder neither though. He played his fucking head down.
I know that money messed it up.
Mad when we got rid of Schroeder.
Schroeder play with his head down, bro, and he
just
can't
get
even
too
throw
free
lobs
with his
correctly.
passes though.
Yeah, that's right. He
Like
do that.
passes.
Hey,
but Westbrook been horrible throwing.
Then Schroeder
off and on with the lobs.
I was watching Russ
campaign and
all
Steph
night.
Curry was killing
Russ
Schroeder so
keeps
bad, boy. That game Schroeder campaign dropped 36. Most of them posts was on Schroeder, not Caruso.
I don't know why Russ keep jumping when he passed the ball, yo. He does that shit every time.
He gets so far under the rim that he be stuck.
He's so fucking retarded, bro.
I play with
nigga. He overthinking, man.
Right.
Like this shit's such a bad fit. You can't even use him on 2K like that.
And think if you play basketball, I play with guards like that, and they've been doing it all game. Then all of a sudden in crunch time, you know they've been running to the rim scoring. Then you run to the rim, all of a sudden they throw a pass and hit you in the back of the head or something and say, why you ain't catch it? I know they got to frustrate Bron now. When
My whole thing is this nigga be triple clutching and shit when he shoot threes. He be in the warm up, jump a little regular, getting the game should be all fucked up. He just don't look nowhere near how it was when he was in OKC.
Tonight, Miami exposed the Lakers. You know what they did most? Because if you look at the Lakers offense, right, they had pass around and say it's like THT. It's a one man like so whoever gets is going, it's like that person going to go.
Look who they got calling the
so
damn
they
offense.
double teaming that man that they thought who was gonna go. They didn't care who it was. If it was THT caught on the block, they look all right. He gonna score. They double everybody who the ball stuck with who it was time to score after that swing.
We need to flip THT ass too while we can.
Yeah, that's the pup tonight.
Oh, they was running double teams in the corners tonight?
They double team everybody who like was the scorer. Like say if LeBron swung, like Lakers is so predictable, who about to score. Like when Monk get it, he going 1-on-1. You feel me? Nobody getting it back.
That's why I said there's no plan of attack or offense.
Yeah, so like that was a good strategy by Miami. Whoever who had the ball and was like, all right, this person about to isolate and go. I know the shot clock down. They double teamed. They got it out their hand, and it was like a late clock. That was a good ass strategy. I ain't see nobody play Lakers like that.
Shit, we can't make a major move, but we got to do something.
Bogus
like
terrible
something.
Ass
Lakers just need AD to come back and play like
most. We got to an argument on a week. I'm telling you, a lot.
He get hurt, bro. He get a big injury one more time.
It's not going to help because they playing him at the 5, and it's no backline defense.
Bron,
I would trade the shit out of AD. Next time you get hurt, I'll trade the shit out of him. Quick.
Yeah, they're gonna pull AD away from the rim. That's what they did all season.
Exactly. They doing the same thing with LeBron. So in the championship in the bubble years, we had JaVale and Dwight playing consistent minutes. So that didn't happen. Teams knew, like when Jokic played, we played him. He knew, like, damn, I gotta go against Dwight. Dwight took him out that fucking game, that one game.
That's why I think we need another power forward, yo.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like we had continuity with that. They knew what they was getting every night, and teams knew they had to deal with JaVale and Dwight every night. When you came in on JaVale, nigga, it's a chance he about to punch that shit every time. You don't care if he foul out.
How y'all feel about Paul Millsap? Because
Paul Millsap gonna collect dust.
And he underbid
bum.
Did they cut him?
The Nets is willing to trade him.
Who was that guy that got starting at center? I ain't never heard of him.
We need a nigga like that nigga from we need that nigga like that nigga from the Celtics. Even though I know we ain't getting him.
Robert Williams.
Him.
Yeah, what's wrong with Willie Cauley-Stein? He don't fell all the way off. You know, he got waived and shit.
Oh yeah, he was
Hey yo, this ain't a big, right? But I still want Marcus Smart, yo.
Yo, you know who got picked up just now, like in mid-season, and a good pick, and this nigga had like damn near 30 for Phoenix yesterday. But he was good for
Biyombo, word.
Yeah, he for Houston. Not Houston, right? The Hornets or whoever he was.
But what you call them feed Biyombo? He just like holding the plate out and eating.
Facts.
But
all the team, they look great. He just got to stand there, catch it, turn around, shoot it, and lay it in.
And that's all we need.
No. But y'all ain't got to give a big man the ball to do that. Russ ain't doing that.
Nah, you right.
We just need a slight move, bro. Cause if you be honest, outside of like the Warriors and the Suns, the rest of the conference are fucking free fall.
That's what I
for real.
You better add. You better add.
Never out of it.
You better add the Suns, Memphis
too.
I ain't swim Memphis at all. I'm telling you.
Nah, Memphis is good, man.
You know who Memphis remind me of?
They tough though.
They remind me of fucking Denver.
They young. They got a good coach.
And they got some niggas on the bench. Niggas don't know about that.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm not worried about them at all.
And I ain't even talking about
Bang. Experience gonna bite them in the ass, bro. All we gotta do is
talk about Bang. Memphis got some overseas kid who nice as hell. That kid I don't know his name. He got a weird name, but he coming for Bang.
I know
that
who you're
nigga
talking
good.
About.
Who that on what team?
Memphis. He
you talking about that guard?
He just came back.
Oh, you talking
about?
He's like an overseas player.
You talking about the guy who they put,
I can't say his last name.
Golden State him out last year, or was he off the bench or something?
Nah, he's some new guy.
A new guy.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he just started playing, but he been killing. Like he good.
Oh, I know.
I fuck with Memphis. I just feel like they ain't got.
What's his name?
Yet, bro.
Kareem.
Yeah, I understand that experience.
I remember I stayed in Alabama. I seen Ja playing college. That shit was so.
Nah, he not talking about Dylan Brooks. He talk about
Nah, not Dylan Brooks.
No,
he coming for Bang.
I know who you talking about though, but I can't put a fucking name on
it. He played like the last 4 games. I didn't know they had that. Like he came and he confident as hell.
He a guard.
Yeah, he like a guard forward. Like
he black.
The white guy?
No, you white.
Yeah,
I think I seen him out there shooting one game.
Yeah,
Corkin, something like that.
Yeah, something like I'm telling you, Kareem,
yeah.
That nigga good.
I'm gonna find it.
Kaboko.
It's Kogan or some shit like that. Because I remember thinking about.
Go back and look at his numbers. Just look at his numbers. Like
what John Conker
in that little time he been playing.
Yeah, he had like 10 boards tonight.
What's his name?
Him. He's good. The kid Clark that coming with the dreads. He's good. And they got the best backup point guard in the NBA.
See, the Lakers front office got to stop looking at big names and shit.
And this is why I say it's a new NBA. That backup point guard from Memphis, he the best in the NBA.
Just pay a better scouting nigga or some shit.
Yeah, like you need back. It's like when the
NFL
you had to have 2 running backs, like you to be good. Like you gotta have a good balanced team now, bro.
Hey, Lloyd
Jones is good.
Lloyd, you talking about Tyrus Jones?
Yeah,
no.
when Boy went out, they was like
11-2. Yeah, backup point guard. Yeah, he was tough.
That's hard to do in the NBA.
Tough.
Like, but he was good in college, so it ain't
right. So that experience here.
Memphis gonna need another year though.
And stop letting LeBron make the moves and shit, yo. Like,
nah, I'm not going with that conspiracy
No,
theory.
but
It
you
ain't
know,
that.
Lakers. I
You
think
crazy
I was
hell,
gonna
man.
make the moves anyway.
I
If you're an
think he's a
all-time
big
great player, bro,
influence,
you got
theory,
pulled
man.
to make the move, bro.
What's his name?
It's
What's the
anybody.
GM name? What's the Lakers GM name?
Rob Pelinka.
Yeah, I think Rob Pelinka would have tried to make that move anyway.
What move?
To get Westbrook.
Rob Pelinka one of the motherfuckers that like making big splashes and shit.
I think LeBron likes shooters, and the shooters we got ain't to LeBron liking.
But they're looking at
if you look at the
names
Lakers the last 5-6
So that's
years,
why I
bro,
don't
every
think
time
he
we get
did
a
the
shooter
move.
that's supposed to be a 40% shooter, don't
LeBron
do shit when
did
they play
the
for us.
Yeah, right. Because think about it, loyalty.
Pressure.
All of them guys was 40% shooters last year
on bad teams.
On bad teams.
No
Nunn, Ellington, Monk, Melo. So they like, we got shooters to surround Bron in their mind. That's what we thinking. We got Ariza. They like,
I ain't gonna lie
think
to
they
you.
have
But
shooters,
Ellington, though,
but
Ellington.
they don't play their
Ellington ain't
shooters to
shit.
their strengths. They don't
Not
like
on
play a
defense. That
lineup
motherfucker
of
can shoot,
shooters.
man.
Like they don't. It's weird, bro.
I think with all the injuries from the start, that really
That definitely hurt.
program.
Sure.
And we got to start running sets to get open shots. Like we taking
We
too
need
many
a new
off the
offensive
dribble
coordinator.
threes.
Let
Yeah,
Phil
y'all.
Taylor
I
ass
think
go.
I think a better
Miami
offensive.
was feasting off of screens and shit. Come on, man.
You see how Miami running all those screens and you see if they
The
got those
announcers was saying it too.
right.
And like in a bubble season, it was like they were saying the same shit. We need a new offense. The ball can't just stop with AD and LeBron.
Right.
Nobody
Basketball is
moving when
easy
LeBron
with
got
the
the
Lakers
ball.
because they doing. But now when you got AD playing soft and they doubling, he turning the ball off out the double team and he not making shots. Now that strategy where dump it in the AD and double and niggas not hitting shot, that shit ain't working no more.
Yeah, but you remember in the bubble too that KCP was hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, he got hot.
And Rondo got hot.
Games. Rondo had a big spurt.
I ain't gonna lie, Danny Green made me want to pistol whip his ass.
He underachieved.
I read Danny Green's about the build. I told you he was done 2 years ago. He's still playing, getting a check.
But Barkley made a good point about Danny Green. Even though he shot horrible, whatever, he was still a threat. Like you had to close out on him.
Like motherfuckers still respect Danny Green, bro.
Right. And two, if Danny Green missed, you had them big men down there. You could know they was getting offensive rebounds.
His defense was decent too, though. Like Ellington,
right.
he just all the way fucked up. Like he can't even play defense or fucking score.
And they ain't had nobody like Westbrook shooting the ball over the backboard. You can't get no rebound.
Man, bro, Westbrook give you at least 5 plays a game. They have you like, bro, what the fuck?
That's hard too to do.
Yeah, them type of shots that his shots lead to fast breaks.
Like, bro, you can have a whole conversation and Westbrook will shoot a shot, and everybody in the room gonna shut the fuck up and look like confused.
And then you got Melo and some small ass guard got to get back against a fucking forward.
I can't lie. Outside of Malik Monk and Melo, and on star players, hell, I'm selling to everybody.
Yeah, see, Malik Monk he can shoot, plus he can put the ball on the floor too. It's like
Melo and the big three. Everybody else, shit. What's your price? What you want?
Melo ain't gonna put the ball on the floor, step to the side.
So what y'all think of Detroit rejecting that trade, Kareem?
I'm not giving up.
Who you talking about?
What you think of Detroit rejecting that trade?
I'm happy. I don't fuck with Jerry Grant anyway, because he gonna want a match contract extension. He ain't.
I think they got something better on the table.
Oh, like a better offer for another team.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think it's gonna be another 3-team trade.
Either that or
it don't have to
negotiation.
I hear you, Extreme.
And they know our backs is against the wall, so they're trying to get more out of it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like Miles Turner's a better option anyway, though.
Oh no, but I'm not one of those Miles Turner.
Miles Turner gets switched on to a point.
Miles Turner, him and AD back there blocking everything.
No, sir. I rather
Grant, bro, and a better floor space than Grant too, bro. He leads the league in blocks.
Guarding out on the perimeter, nah, they're gonna do that shit every time.
No, we don't need
Miles Turner, solid defender though, bro.
I'd rather Grant because the fucking wings we got to play against.
He could switch on everybody, bro.
I'm just thinking about
Grant ain't shit though, bro. He averaged a dub on a sorry ass team. Then he want a max extension too, bro. That shit bad for business.
I promise y'all.
You said Turner averaged 40.
The answer ain't the big man though. Y'all tripping. We don't need. We need perimeter defense.
Or play defense.
We need defense. We need bigs that could play consistent minutes.
Bro, I'm talking about
play
overall.
deterrent.
The more the more important problem is that perimeter defense, bro. These guards gonna kill. There's more dangerous guards to worry about than defense.
Nah, you right about that.
You feel me? Joker's the only person. Joker and Cat, those only two niggas in the West who actually give us a problem.
You gotta ask yourself
Dame,
8-2.
Luka. Come on, bro.
What perimeter defender available?
8-2.
Grant not a perimeter.
And if we face Milwaukee in the
Grant
finals,
go for
Giannis
averaging 20 a game to like 9 a game.
Yeah. Grant not a perimeter defender. He a wing and more of like an interior defender. I think the post would be cheaper than
way cheaper.
And Grant want too much money. I told y'all that we don't need no posts. We need the perimeter guards.
But no, y'all got guards already. Y'all got too much money.
We got guards.
What guards?
Y'all ain't got no money to free up Westbrook.
What guards?
Westbrook.
Bro, Wayne Ellington, THT, Malik Monk, them one-sided players, bro.
I'm about Westbrook.
Bro,
his money is
Westbrook don't play no defense. THT don't know how to play D. Ellington is a shooter.
Extreme. I'm talking expensive. I'm saying that it's taking up all y'all. Y'all can't move him.
It's taking up. Is though, are you willing to overpay just for a minor upgrade?
No,
he don't want a max anyway.
That we probably ain't even gonna keep next year.
I said Miles Turner and Karis LeVert, man.
No,
we can get both.
We in a terrible position right now. We can't afford to make a stupid.
Karis is a monster.
Indiana want picks, and the Lakers ain't got picks.
Yeah, they're not doing that trade. That's too much.
We got picks, but they're years away.
Y'all do got
we got a first round pick in 2027.
Dang, 2027.
That's unprotected. The ones before that, I think we used to get AD.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Nigga, all our first round picks went to New Orleans and fucking Washington.
4 years worth?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
Yeah, we fucked. So we just gonna have to hope LeBron stay around to
sacrifice that for one championship with AD.
That's why this nigga AD be getting me pissed, bro, because we gave up a lot.
That's all it was worth.
Oh my God.
Like I told Weezy, Kareem, we was arguing. Shit, nigga, y'all spoiled, man. That's a chip. Like for the Lakers, they ain't gonna get one. You know,
this
that's
supposed to be
sacrifice.
long term, though.
Lakers want multiple chips, not one.
We want consistent winning,
they
not
want,
just from
you got money they had multiple chips. They had a dynasty.
You right, loyalty. That was what 2000 something.
Yeah, that's Shaq and Kobe, big time, big shot. Rob, they built that team. It wasn't ain't no quick fixes in the NBA. I don't care what you trying to do. I don't care because you.
You're right on that. Front office personnel, they'd be happy with that one championship.
Right.
And Kareem, too much shit could go wrong. You could do all that and then injuries. You could do all that and then, something like, you just...
Are y'all worried about the future, though?
About your way. That shit's still hard when you
That's
do all
why
that.
I like what Golden State doing, man.
Get that with AD
built
and his injury history, that's big.
See, and two days, they had the help of...
Katie,
the bubble.
Katie.
No, I'm talking about the GMs that put that together, the advisors. What's his name?
They had the help of the bubble. Because to be honest, most I don't think AD
Bob Myers.
If that was a regular season.
Jerry West, yeah.
Jerry West was advising them on that team back then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think AD lasts a whole playoffs if it wasn't no bubble. If we ain't had that 4 months off.
That make a lot of sense.
I'm telling you, I don't think he would have survived that year.
He didn't. He got hurt in the finals. Shit.
Did he?
Yep. He was already breaking down that whole playoff run.
I thought he hurt his shoulder against Denver or something.
Falling, little knick-knack injuries. He got hurt, came back.
Was left when he got hurt? I mean, when the bubble shut down.
Yeah. It's like, damn, bro.
I think it was in the finals. It was in the finals, right?
During the season, he walking on eggshells with this nigga.
It was like
throughout the whole bubble, he was having his little knick-knack.
No,
when
the league got shut down. When league got how many games we had left when the league shut down?
Like 20,
21 games, right?
It was like 20.
Because it was after the All-Star shit, right?
Yeah,
it was
20. It was around March. It was like around my birthday.
Yeah, April and May.
It's March 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. Like 3 days before my birthday. Yeah, I remember that.
But I think, some players, I think sometimes some guys
crazy,
be hurt, and then they
man.
just I don't know what happened, the trainer or something, or they change whatever, or they just get fortunate. Sometimes these injuries are just unfortunate.
Barnett said it on his podcast interview, man. AD, whatever you've been doing, it hasn't been working up to this far. And I'm not saying you're playing nothing. You gotta change your body, the way you eat, whatever. You gotta change. And that's big coming from Garnett. That nigga was a hard worker. He'd get on that beachfront. You have to do something different. I think players get content in their regimen and, you know, like, damn, I could be a 20-10 and just doing this. All right. You know, they
I
not.
feel like he wasn't doing shit before last season
why
at all.
LeBron is great, bro. He
AD
go
be
he
online
does that
a lot,
body
man.
shit different. That
But
shit
Lord,
hard to do.
but check this out.
Yeah.
Let's see, some guys too is that they get that money.
Exactly.
And then there's something. See, Braun wasn't going after the money. Braun was going
Enjoying
after
the life too much.
Braun was going after the brand, the business.
Yeah,
the
that
name,
and
the legacy.
LeBron had the eyes on him since high school, so he was
Right.
used
See,
to always having to prove. It's just different with him. Like, it's no
Yeah,
matter what he
but think about-
accomplished, it's always something.
But all of them had that. A lot of them had that light on them in high school, but they never did.
But this the
LeBron
thing,
did.
most
Huh?
like, and I was telling Kareem this, as a superstar, right? It's going to come a point where you achieve your greatest thing, right? How
Yeah.
do you go from good to great, or how do you be great and then sustain greatness? How do you take greatness to another level? That's what made Jordan who he was, and LeBron who he is. AD, some players get great or they win that, and they don't know how to be the hunted now. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Everybody on your back every night. You got to be even greater when you that man.
Yeah.
Like,
and
so
see,
that's a
and
new test.
also very few big men
Mm-hmm.
really go after all of that. Only
Yeah,
big
for
man
sure.
that really didn't break down and have all those injuries was like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You seen that with Shaq too,
right.
Mo. Not to cut you
Kareem was
off.
doing
He was
yoga,
lazy.
kung fu way back in the 70s when he first came in. He was really work on his diet, his body. See, that's why Kareem played all those years, got all that. A lot of big men, they want to fit in because they giants like Shaq. Shaq wanted to go
facts.
and fit in. It's like a different mindset when you guys like say guys who are smaller like Iverson, like at a point, or guys he got to work hard because he's so small.
You got that out of the Kobe interview when he was talking to Shaq. He was like, Kobe, I ain't gonna say he was jealous, but Shaq was like, man, I was at the crib. He was like, yeah, bitch, and I was in that bitch working. I was like, you was late, like, so he was like kind of envious because Shaq didn't have to do that because he was so big. That's what I got from that.
I think nowadays,
Shaq
you know what
was
they
like,
say
yeah,
about
skill.
Work,
and they say
dominate.
you can't teach size. That's the one thing you can't teach. You can't. Shaq, Kobe and Jordan, they can go in the gym all day long, but they can't beat Shaq. You know what I mean? I think, and so that's why a lot of the big men, their mindset is just going to be
for sure.
You're going to see them getting dunked on more and stuff like that because they're not you there.
That's even the bigs we know we play with. They always doofy or whatever and think they already got the battle won because they big, so they don't have to do much. They can dominate just being big.
But I don't like AD. I thought AD, I ain't gonna lie, after he won the championship, I thought he's gonna turn it up.
Exactly.
That's what everybody
next to LeBron.
We
Somebody said it. Isaiah said it. He said, "Yo, that was AD's MVP to lose. He lost that MVP to LeBron.
Right.
It was his in the bubble, man. They were talking the passing of the torch, LeBron. Yeah, go ahead, Kareem.
Right. That was his coming out party. We seen what he was doing, dominating, hitting those shots. That mid range was just pure. Like a guy who can get to that rim and hit that mid range, ain't nothing you gonna do with him because he's shooting over everybody. And he ain't. And when his mid range going good, he don't have to expend that much energy. Like you see, somebody like Embiid, when his mid range going, he ain't got to work so hard to get to the basket. So he got energy to go down there and play defense and block shots. AD could be the best defensive player and the best offensive player if he put his mind to it. Stuff that you know easily, but it's like the knick-knack injuries and stuff like that. Or he'll come in games, hey y'all, I didn't give my best effort tonight. Like letting Aiden score so much and he getting 12 and he no reason for it. Like, and I know that may piss off Laker fans. Like, come on, my guy. Like, how you need more motivation? You got paid. You come to LA. What more do you need?
Got LeBron next to you. He's showing you, giving you the blueprint how to take your body, what to do, how to get that, whatever. Like you got everything handed to you. Sometimes when you got that, you get content. You know what I
If
mean?
the
You don't know
work
what to do with it.
if the work I'm seeing LeBron put in as his teammate is not enough to motivate me, like I don't need to
Yeah,
be here.
THT said that. Yep. THT
Right.
said that earlier this season.
Like I'm playing with guys who just knock down shooters. You know what I'm doing? I'm getting every rebound, keeping it out.
And you
I'm
see,
stripping.
that's why Giannis is the best in the game, arguably, because that nigga, he's still hungry. You would think he never won the chip.
Hungry.
How
Yeah.
hungry he is and how he
Giannis.
go.
Because
Yeah,
Giannis starving always.
that was
That's
my
his
point
mentality.
there.
Yeah. It's
He's
just where he
starving.
Yeah,
come
that's
from.
his persona.
Where he
That's
come
it.
Yo,
from, how hard he
Giannis.
had to work to get in the NBA, he humble.
Yo,
You say
Like, it's a
Kareem?
different path.
no,
Yeah.
but I agree with him on that. That's an excellent point.
Right.
Giannis still go hard like he
Mhm.
been. I like his mindset.
That still be able to take his ass out the game 5 minutes in.
Right.
He
Right.
highly competitive. Like
He
that's
mad. He's starving. He mad. Like I knew that. He mad at the rim. He
you
mad
want
at
that shit.
gravity. He mad at the net, the floor.
Mhm.
You know, he gonna break that. You know, Barkley used to be like, tear that rim down. You know what I mean? They up
Facts.
this. You know, they playing hard. They're not playing for the stat. They playing for. I'm showing y'all a lesson. Get up off me.
The niggas is trying to crush you.
Yeah. You know, and players used to be like, I used to like players. They used to want to win, beat this, like like go to state, blow this team out, because we want to sit on the bench and laugh at the bench players. That's the goal. We want to clown, we want to dance, we want to cheerlead for them.
Yeah.
Because they put in work, they help us get better.
Mhm.
So I want to see them go in and play well.
Like,
you
I
can have
love LeBron, but that's one thing that
right.
motherfucker ain't having fun. You know,
Oh,
when
no.
all his teams winning, they'd be over there clowning, throwing
Word.
the football before the game, doing the huddle shit. It ain't been none of that. Like,
Hey, remember they went to New
You
York,
don't
they
see
took
that
the train
shit.
to the game, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, nah, it ain't been none of that. The
All that
post
fun.
game, I saw LeBron tell motherfucking post game the other day, because he like, man, I got to go to the movies with my wife. I'm like, that motherfucker living life. He's like, he said, me and wife be going to the movies. I'm out, y'all. Like, he ain't even care about the loss. Like, I'm like, damn, LeBron is. You know what I mean?
He already know what's up.
LeBron smart. He know it is. I think it was a good try. They tried Westbrook. Like I said before, if Westbrook would have hit, if it would have worked out right, Lakers would be dominating.
Yeah, for sure.
Would have worked if they would have got them injuries. If they coach would have been running the right system. You know what I mean? Maybe offensive coordinator, maybe What's called been there to run plays off these guys. Like it would have hit. It would have been amazing if it would have hit. Bron could have been sitting on the bench, sustaining his body for more minutes. AD would have been out there killing, Russ killing, Monk killing, but it just didn't work out.
And let's not fool ourselves. And again, I tell Weezy, I say this. Oh no, I don't want to hear that.
What?
I said, let's not act like these wasn't questions coming to see. Like we knew if we got Russ, we didn't know what type of Russ. Will it work? It
That's
don't
right.
fit. We knew when AD came in, his health. Is he going to be stronger? Like we had these questions. So
yeah, that's true.
These problems come and suffice. As a Laker fan or Bet fan, we can't act like these wasn't questions. We wasn't waiting to get answered.
But loyalty, but you know the thing about I listen to sometimes I do, but not as much. I listen to Weezy. He has his mind made up. He don't listen and then be like, okay, that makes sense what you said. And sometimes you can see things, and then somebody else may say something, you may be like, okay, I can see that. He's not doing that.
Oh yeah,
no. Square too much.
It ain't a bass, and I'm starting to understand when I go over there. It ain't a channel like that. It's a narrative driven. So he could just stick to his, and that's dope. You run it organized. It's just all about bigging up LeBron and shitting on everybody else. You can't even give nobody else credit. Even if I'm a LeBron fan, it got to be all about LeBron. You can't just Giannis did this to LeBron. They'll kill you. Like you can't even tell the truth.
Yeah,
I don't like it over there because you
so
can't.
it'd be hard for you to make a point because everybody gonna gang up on you.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, even if it's right. Yeah,
even if it's right. And see,
Art be over down. He be like, "Nah, I said Lord." Like he like when I get it because he be going against him too. Like But I know I understand what he's doing though. He don't want to mess up the algorithm of the channel. Like it might be a topic. He just want to stick to that or whatever. Sometimes how you do. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. You said the algorithm of the channel. So that helps when he do that. That helps his channel grow.
Yeah. So say if like he'll say a topic like post game Lakers. He want to just stick to that. Once niggas start going off and it's like we debating James versus LeBron now, and then it's run on. Then it's like we 2 hours in. No, he want a 40-minute, just like how First Take, like a 40-minute segment, and that was just the topic, getting people to come and put one. Niggas start arguing and all that. He cut it off.
Kareem, he kind of do it where, like he said, and it's also like, say, if anybody check in, say 10 minutes, 20 minutes in, they want to hear LeBron name being mentioned.
Yep.
He said, he said, hey y'all, like they was arguing over something. Like one guy, he let him go off about LeBron. Only one guy. He said, hey guys, this entertainment.
And you know what else?
He just do it as entertainment.
Yeah, he checked me on that. He said when you a member, a paid member, he let you talk more. So you might hear guys going on, talking more, and he let them talk because they pay. They pay, they give donations. And one time me and Bees was getting into it, and Bees put like $50 up to get me kicked off the panel. They do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
He did it to me too. Yeah, he did it to me too. He gave him $20 so I could get off the panel.
Yeah, let's say me and you arguing, and you send Kareem $150. They call it like you put $150 on my head, and I gotta get out. Like here, Weezer kicked me out.
See, like he said,
because beat me in the debate, but that's corny.
Yeah, see, that's pure. That ain't nothing but entertainment. That's like
for sure.
And that's why when I hear YouTubers talk about, like, say, the media and all that, I say, y'all just as bad as them. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, same thing.
Like the Lakers will go up there and lose, right? He'll say he promote it like it's a Laker, but it's a Bron. But when he put his little clip up there, he just throw Bron.
Yeah, like, Ticket TV the worst with that.
He'll play good, and he'll say, "But Bron had all these." First, he a dog Bron, but wait a minute, you can't dog. So, it's entertainment, and he'll let real basketball slip in. So that's why I told always like when he came on here, I peeked in there. I said I try to support everybody. I support Bulls channels.
That's why I like Kareem channel.
Nick's channel. Right.
It might be news about Cleveland and the Lakers getting a trade, right? But he'll give you context. He's not gonna put his thing as, okay, the Lakers are trading this, and that's his type. Like he got that over there. Then you looking at his thing. It's just keyword. He drawing people in with pretty much fake news, and then when you click on it, that trade ain't even happening.
Yeah, that YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I try to support this. I couldn't take it. Sometimes some people talking, but I couldn't take it. It's the same thing with ticking them. I couldn't take them. The yelling, the arguing. It's just too much be going on. When you know that.
Because I don't like if you want to talk basketball, talk it. I don't think you should. That's why me and him got into a thing, and he's talking greasy. Like I'm like, let's talk basketball. Like
cool. Ticket or A Weezy?
Bang.
Yeah, bang. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, you don't know what to talk about. Like, it was something about LeBron. It was on Sports Critic joint. And I'm like, I forgot exactly what he was talking about, but I'm like, he's out of pocket.
Yeah, word.
It's like they imitation tickets. I remember when Ticket wasn't like that.
Yeah.
He kicked me off the panel for saying, I said nigga. He didn't even curse back then. He said he used the N-word. I was shocked and go back and look, say, wait a minute. He cursing now? He put me off the thing because I typed nigga in the thing.
Really?
Yes.
He gonna say his video might get flagged, but that
but this was a live thing. It wasn't even the video flagging and all the cursing and bitches he be calling people now.
Oh, live is different. You can say some things live different.
Well, I typed it in the it ain't like I said it out loud, so it's not like ad would kick him out for that. But he went crazy. He didn't like because when they don't like the argument, they're not prepared for it. They want to put you out because they want to see clearly. No doubt. We were talking about something about child support or something. Somebody got caught up with something. Oh no, he hit his girlfriend or something stupid. And I was talking about the ads and stuff. It wasn't no big deal, but that just shocked me when I look back and not cursing. But
you can see clearly that Ticket do it for clicks because he a little he's not as dumb about basketball people think. He know what he's talking about, but he just like
it's money. That's his full-time job.
Yeah,
that's
his
full-time job.
But my thing is, Kareem, if you got to do that and you're not even getting like 50K views, 100, like you still not breaking, like you getting probably like 7 or 1,500 views. Like, damn, bro, you got to lie to get that little bit, and you've been
and I say the same. That's why the video
I
made
just
on
stay
him.
authentic. If that's the case,
that's just what I said, and I don't think people caught what I was saying. I was saying the reason why when I get down on Ticket, I'd be frustrated because I know he know what he's talking about, but he go against it just to get the views. And like you said, he probably get 2,000 views.
Yeah,
right. It's not worth it.
You can get that from just being valid.
Yeah,
being on your biggest views is like you just talking, just no pen or whatever. Giving people concrete, real shit, just like
Or if you say it, just if you crazy, stand. I believe. Okay, this is who you are. You know what I mean? But you just saying something that ain't really who you are. You say no, this just purely entertainment, y'all. Like
LeBron had 50, 10, and 11. LeBron is the biggest scammer in basketball. I'm like, what the hell? That's your topic.
When you look on his, he had a great game, but then
that was his topic.
But I'm a jump.
Read his topic.
He's Like it was a great game, but then he, like you say, they'll do a clickbait
from left field with that
jump
shit.
around.
Yeah, his topic is so off, bro. But he know what he's doing. He doing that to draw. He know people like LeBron, so they're gonna come and see like what this nigga saying. Like so far, people want to defend LeBron so bad, they're gonna draw in. You know what he doing? It's a
and that's what A Weezy Mang doing. He want to get people on there, like he have the guy he always arguing with. He want to get him on his channel to befriend them. So they playing a yin. They probably behind the scenes laughing with each other. They doing a yin. It kind of like Skip and Shannon do. One hate Bron, one love him. It's the same
and
thing.
It's all scripted.
Right. It's scripted. But when they see Bron, like Stephen A. Smith, he talk about guys like a dog. They see him, he like, what's up, man? They're like, man, I don't fuck with you.
They definitely do that most because the other day they was on there, Bees, and was like, man, I talk to everybody on here offline on the phone, and they be debating on the phone about the same topic. So they said he said he spoke to everybody who's a member on the phone before personally. So they definitely talk off, you know what I mean?
But
off top of this. Yeah.
But I do understand like sports because I don't have some argument with my guy buddies for years, but when it's time to go eat or do this, come on now, we just let that go. You know what I mean? I don't have war on the court. Once we off the court, let's go get something to drink. So that's kind of sports in a way. But I still believe I still stand on what I'm just not gonna say nothing to get a crowd around.
Exactly.
Now it's like you say stuff to get a crowd around you to hit the like button. Back then, you in the barbershop, wasn't no like button.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're just on what you're saying, and I think that's kind of a difference where people start saying, "Man, you said LeBron was a role player."
Exactly.
I didn't say that. The other guy said that.
That was one of the topics.
But look how hypocritical it is.
Ticket said
the
that
other
shit,
day. He sat there and said LeBron is a great player. Ticket said I might be getting down on LeBron. Somebody said something about. I think it was who said. Somebody said something against LeBron, somebody on TV, a player. He said, but one thing, LeBron is a great player. You can't deny that. He's fucking great. I said, but he did say he's a role player. That's how I know he just do shit.
Fuck would he say that shit, man?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even go over there.
It's like, but you know how people get be in sports and some loss happen. They're like, trade the whole team, but they wake up the next day, okay, I ain't gonna trade the whole team. Well, our team is trash. Like they call
national thinkers.
And the Lakers come back win. Man, we going to the finals. I see a lot of the people is now doing that.
Every team fan base is like that.
Like say the guy put up the Bulls. Bulls. Like I'm like they down players, man. No, they bums. I'm like, did you think on waltz into the NBA finals in the first year? I said, brother, come on now. I know I'm older, more like they got a ways to go to prove
The
themselves.
Suns did it.
Huh?
The Suns did it.
Did what?
Waltzed into the final their first year together.
They didn't waltz into no finals.
They just went to the finals.
No, Suns had momentum. You seen what they did in that bubble? They had some momentum.
They went 8-0.
Yeah, they had Suns had some momentum. The Bulls coming off not making no playoffs. They didn't even make it to the bubble. A couple of seasons ago, they was trash.
They was fortunate to run in the injury-prone fucking Lakers.
Right. So and so the Phoenix, that's a different. They didn't just waltz in there, but they did have some fortunate. Kawhi gone, Lakers broke down, so they was fortunate. But hey, everybody fortunate. Everybody get a break every year. Seems like every championship team got a break somewhere.
Guess what? LeBron never got a break. Name it.
The whole Eastern Conference was his break.
No, that wasn't a break.
With Miami. That whole Eastern Conference
was a break. You gonna say a break when players is healthy and got all
the whole Eastern Conference was a break.
But most. My thing is when y'all say that, y'all gotta understand that it's only like 2 teams you can actually face as competition because it's 4 rounds. The last round is a West team, so there's 3 teams he can face in the East. If he's a high seed, that's the first team he played against the matchup is gonna be a low seed, which is trash. So you already got going to buy because that's a trash team. You know he's gonna rock them. So it's only like 2 teams in the East that can be quality players and competition for him to go against.
And extreme.
Extreme though.
This is the context. Hold on, Most.
Wait a minute. Let me say it before you say it.
Because I'm about to kill you, Most.
No, when I say that, I'll be halfway joking because
for sure.
Because you got to play the players. You got to play the players in front of you. Simple as that. So, and when I say that, I'll be halfway joking. That's not a break.
And you know why it's a joke? Because
I say halfway, but
LeBron had his battles in the East, even from when he was younger. The Wizards. Like the shit he had to do to beat them, them games was monumental. You don't remember that series?
Hell no, no Wizards being monumental. They took him to 7 games.
Most you don't watch the games.
The Wizards took him to 5 or 7 game series.
Yeah, LeBron was young. That was when he was like
that's
first
when
started
Gil
going
was
to the playoffs.
0, sir.
You talking about a young Bron?
Yeah, I'm about to give you his timeline. A young Bron then.
Win
battles versus Detroit.
I'm talking about
versus Detroit when he knocked them out. That was hard. Celtics, that was hard. Going against D Rose, MVP D Rose, that's hard. And
so you said
was good.
He had a break. You know what his break was?
Nah, his break is injuries or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He had a break. He had a whole Atlanta team broke down.
Who?
They broke the shit out of him. When Atlanta was first place, their whole team broke down for the Lakers.
Who?
Atlanta.
Who was hurt though?
The whole team got hurt. Damn, that whole starting 5. They weren't gonna win nothing, but they got hurt.
Ooh, what year?
The whole damn this starting 5 with Kyle Corbin and was all in Atlanta running the.
I don't remember that.
What Atlanta team? You talking about the 60 win?
Remember all the starters.
The whole team broke down with injuries.
That 60 win Atlanta team from 2015?
Yeah, the whole team broke down.
Bro, they wasn't going to do shit, bro.
I said they wasn't going to do nothing, but he got a break.
They got swept twice. No, they got swept the next year after. They got swept the next year after.
And think about this. They took the best player off one team, the best player off one team, and took the best player off one team. There your break go right there in the East.
No. He played Atlanta in 2015.
Miami took D-Wade. They got D-Wade, Bron, and Bosh, put them on the same team in the East. If they'd have went to the West,
what year was that? Most
when they first played with Miami, they got a break.
Right. Do you know in 2012?
In the second season, remember what happened to Boston? Boston got injured.
Do you know in 2012, Bosh was hurt? You forgot that, right?
You know KG was hurt.
KG played
when they won their first chip.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
KG played. LeBron went on the road and beat them. They was down 3-2. No, KG was in that game. Bosh was coming back. Bosh ain't played a whole Pacers series, and LeBron had to beat them. Him and Wade.
But the whole Boston old team, they broke down right when they came in. They said they
no, they wasn't.
That's how they got a break.
They wasn't break.
Ron got a nice break.
2012, Boston had their whole team.
Ron went to 4 finals in a row in an Eastern Conference that wasn't nobody no competition to them.
Who was nobody?
Right.
No competition. When
Name
they
the team that was no competition.
Together. Look about only the Bulls won 2 games against them.
That means LeBron annihilated them. That
Only
mean
the
it wasn't no
Bulls.
competition.
Bro, you gotta blame the GMs for not being able to draft players and
that's
put
when
together
it went
teams and shit.
No, I just said he got a break. I'm not blaming LeBron. I said he got a break.
No, I said you
Not a
gotta blame the
break.
GMs for the competition.
Break.
Like, you can't build no
Injury
team.
scout issue.
Extreme. I do blame the GMs in the East have been horrible.
But
They
the
were
original
horrible
breaks
players.
we was talking about was the breaks as far as like Kawhi injury, KD, and like them as breaks, bro.
What about Kyrie and
Lakers,
Kevin Love getting hurt and Warriors
yeah,
winning their
that's
first ring?
breaks.
Yeah,
And
they got a break.
and Extreme that year, guess what? Steph ain't play against no starting point guard. The whole
I know, no Drew Holiday, no Patrick Beverly. What's that last one?
I
Holiday.
think
That was Pelicans.
OKC somebody was hurt, maybe. I
Yep.
forgot. That whole
No, Mike Conley.
Conley was hurt.
Yeah, I
Yup.
think Houston
No
too,
Mike.
right?
No
Houston
Mike, no
got
Pat
hurt.
Bev, no Holiday, and no Kyrie. Yup, I remember that run.
Mm-hmm. That's a blessing for him because they would have definitely lost to that Houston team.
I don't know, man.
When they missed like 12 threes or some shit like, or like 40 threes or some crazy shit, they were supposed to win that, Houston.
How the Golden State, the best team supposed to be ever, damn near lose to Houston, who wasn't shit.
That Houston team was good with
That
James
team
Harden and Chris
was good
Paul.
as hell, bro.
It was
Chris
good,
Paul
but not
couldn't
good
stay
enough.
healthy.
What you think Cleveland would have did against that Houston team that year? If
They would have lost.
Yo, James Harden was unstoppable, so I don't know.
Houston?
No, they had a
Yeah.
team in Houston.
He was
LeBron
unstoppable.
Houston played against them that year, and he destroyed LeBron.
You think so?
No, the fuck
I
he
watched
wouldn't.
the game.
You talking about when they played them that year?
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about
watched the game. Nobody could do nothing with Harden that
think,
whole year.
You think Houston would have had a chance against Cleveland?
Hell
Hold on,
yeah.
what year? What year?
The year Cleveland won the championship against Golden State.
2016.
I'm sorry, no. I'm talking the year that they KD. The year
You
they
talk
had,
about 2018.
Yeah. You think they would have beat Cleveland that year?
It could go either way.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been a good matchup. It would have been more even than Golden State.
All of them went to 7 games, so you can't even get no more. All them games are pretty even.
2017 went to 7.
The one that they took KD. No, it did.
2017 ain't go no 7 games.
They won 1 game, right? They only won 1, didn't they?
2, I think.
2. I thought it was a gentleman's sweep.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it was 1 game. I'm not sure.
Even with Kyrie out there, they got blown to smithereens.
No, but if you notice, they had Kyrie hit that. So what they was doing was putting Steph in the pick and roll, and getting that cross matchup and taking advantage of him. And if you notice in that 2017, even with KD, what they was making sure Klay always stayed on Kyrie when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
So it came down to a last shot in a couple of them games, and Klay stopped Kyrie one time, and then there was a time LeBron passed to Corver and he missed it for another game winner. And that's it. And them was the 2 deciding play like that could have turned the whole series.
Right.
But Klay did a way better job on Kyrie that next year. But Kyrie was supposed to beat Steph twice. That year he got hurt, and then 2016.
Mm-hmm.
He would have owned them. He would have owned them even more if he didn't get hurt that first year, because he knew he had his number that year.
I think injuries robbed Kyrie of a lot of glory.
For sure. Since college.
That in himself, though.
And that in himself. Yep. That in himself. Because, certain decisions, certain aloof, the certain selfishness.
I was watching that nigga the other day, man. When he came back versus Cleveland, I'm like, yo, this nigga can't be that good, man. Just from not playing, like, Kyrie is good, bro.
Yeah, look, he don't have to jump real high. He to get them shots.
I think he more seasoned than he ever was. Like, he was good with LeBron. I seen him get 57 versus Spurs, like 41 in the finals and shit. But like now it seems like he's more polished. Like, I don't know.
Now you see his game, right? You see how he's not super athletic.
No.
He's not super fast. Not, but how he scores.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm telling y'all, that's how old heads used to score. Mm-hmm. Old white guys, old black guys with Adrian Daly and all them be killing you with little head fakes, little upper under.
Yeah, no, I remember.
You know what I mean?
Orlando Woolridge and all them dudes.
So you see Kyrie, his with that ball in his hand, the skill level he has on guys. Like,
and back then everybody had skill, and the league was built on like it was a lot of skilled players. Like back then, the players definitely had more skill than the players have now. Now the players got more raw talent, more athletic. You know, I wouldn't say smarter, but definitely more athletic. But
I think it's so young now.
Yeah,
like the average age might be 27, 26.
Yeah, for sure.
It might be. Back then, guys, older guys kind of would be in there, but it's always been like a young man league. But how they ran the plays, they didn't run them for you could see a guy like that play so good because it was old school coaching. They didn't want no center, no power forward, shooting no three. You shoot it only if you special. Only you got to be like the guy from Detroit Pistons, the white guy. He always shot that three. They play the same, that pick and roll, pop, he killing you with the three. Lambert. Yeah. Lambert was just, nobody else was doing that. Lambert would kill you with that.
I argue Jordan and LeBron a lot, man, but I was just watching a game the other night. Mike was just in a game, like, that nigga could literally hit from the mid-range in any spot. It was like he was just passing the ball to a player and then like getting it passed back and could go to any spot and hit. And I'm like, damn, Kawhi kind of do that in this game, but he's nowhere near Jordan when it comes to that.
Yeah,
so Jordan would have definitely killed this game. Jordan would have killed this game too, like that, because his mid-range was like I literally watched him hit from like
the mid-range
14 different spots back then. It don't even matter the defense because he could get to anywhere he want. Like then and now. So it's like,
and you see, like now they like players now give you them. They kind of will.
And it's being utilized again.
Because they're rather
you. So I know Mike could get it.
Yeah. Right. They don't want you to get no layup because you get a layup that you on the bench.
Exactly. No layup or three.
And nowadays they protect that. Everybody running to the three. So like a guy fake dribble like Kawhi dribble up. Like you see Paul. You see not Paul George.
Devin Booker
too got a good mid-range.
Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton.
They take a dribble in, Middleton
pull up jumpers
for the jumper. And
even DeRozan be killing niggas.
DeRozan, what's the
mid-range master?
CP3 be just killing them from right there. You don't know he'll look backwards like, what he doing? Teardrop, jumper, and not that like say they use it to like break teams back. You see guys who
that shit is demoralizing even as a fan watching it. Like
you see guys who can like be good, they on the up and coming, but when you need a basket. Like they either got to go all the way to the rim, like Westbrook, or shoot a three. Like, dude, won't you pull up? Like I was saying with Zion, if Zion could pull up from that free throw, come on, ain't nothing they could do with him. If he could drive, stop, pull up, they already got to build up a lot of energy to try to get in front of him because he's so big. If he could pull up from right there, he would. But Jordan didn't have that when he started. Jordan was just going to the rim. But when
he was athletic, laying niggas, doing whatever.
Right. He came in the league. They said, man, he was a tweener. They say he ain't a small forward and a shooting guard. He not deadly with the shot.
Yeah.
So he developed that shot, that pull up, scooping in, then you know what I mean, getting to the rim. Then all those reverses he started doing because guys was too big under the hole. So he started playing in the air.
I think he definitely like it ain't talked about a lot, but he had that act like that over LeBron a lot, like playing without the ball. Like Jordan to throw it into the post or catch it mid post and could do a quick 1-2 or move without the ball. And LeBron is just getting that like the last 2 years, which is real because he's getting late in his career. But Jordan developed that way faster than LeBron did. Like I think younger, playing off the ball.
See what LeBron developed great because what the Spurs did was when he went to the finals young. I see teams all the time. They would lay off him shooting that three, and LeBron would kind of shoot it fadeaway style.
Dallas did too.
Yeah, and when LeBron said, "You know what? Forget that." Bron turned it up. He said, "Bron, you got to stick that three, even if you don't." 35, 40%, it don't matter.
Yeah.
He'll hit that clutch 3. I think that's his best shot to go with.
For sure, for sure.
Or I don't think he trusts his fadeaway as much because he should though.
He do his fadeaway when he in a rhythm, like he getting it, like he don't just turn to it.
Right. That's a couple things about. I think LeBron. I don't know about it's like LeBron thinking about. It seems like he think about his field goal percentage instead of sometimes jack it up there.
No, definitely he do.
You know what I mean?
I be like in an interview the other night. He's like, I approach every game to be efficient. I'm like, damn, he think about his shooting. And then they had him holding the stat sheet. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he probably
Sometimes I think that he should just gun it, even if he missing. He giving his team a better chance because you like, well, Bron ain't gonna let it. Bron gonna keep letting it on. It's like Kobe, you know, he'll get up that brick all day long, but then he'll hit the shot that matters. A lot of two guys do that. Like, damn,
you
know what I mean? Like,
sometimes you need superstars to do that. Like, the team looking at you to stop the bleeding, whatever. Like, and that's why, like, LeBron role players, it's like they can never point it at LeBron. Like, he do his job because, like, he put them in the position to make them shots. Like, them shots he should probably be taking a lot. Even though this year he taking more of them and he's scoring more, but he put his play matter from 1 through 12 in them positions. Like, nah, my nigga, I need you to, you know, contribute or make that big comedy shot or to stop the bleeding. He played basketball, so.
And I think the same. Like when they talk about Steph, see, Steph not the guy because his frame to shoot the last second, but Steph will get you to the point where you got a last second.
Yeah, for sure.
Go to Clay or go to somebody because they're not gonna call no fouls on him. You can hold him off them picks in that last second. They ain't calling that. You ain't getting no foul on nobody holding you or nobody pushing you off them screens. And he ain't got the balance to hit those shots. They say like Kobe or Mike could do on those shots. They got the balance to hit those. He ain't got
Kobe was dominant, like when it came to that last second, like being like the only nigga I've been scared of, like when I guess it's probably from the phobia watching LeBron play them niggas so much Golden State, is Steph. Like when he got the ball, bro. Like you don't like you just get like it's shit going in from anywhere every time. It's like damn, bro. Like when he got it, you don't know what. And